Welcome to Show Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. Ace Hardware, a proud sponsor, a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, you need a key to replace any hour of the day or night. All week, any time of the month, call Ace Hardware for your helpful place. There are 3 locations in Pine Top, Overguard, and Show Low.
And Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center with a fully staffed emergency department and advanced diagnostics department and outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy teams. Summit Regional Healthcare has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. Northland Pioneer College, when it comes to kickoff your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona.
We're going to get right into the game over here, where they're just lining up at the 50-yard line for the coin flip. Your captains for the Show Low Cougars are Jake Reedhead, Weston Kime, Colton McGinnis, Show Low wins the coin toss and they choose to defer. Show Low will end up receiving the ball.
You can see them shaking hands with the rest of the players coming onto the field. Now getting into their huddles with the pep rally within their little teams, trying to get piped up for this game.
Let's get into the game from Show Low Ford. For Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. Welcome to Show Low High School's Heroes Night. All the games and proceeds will be going to the veterans and first responders here on the White Mountains. Thank you for tuning in.
And we're just now getting ready to kick off. Coolidge getting ready.
And the kick is off. It's a short kick being returned by number 12, Colton McGinnis. Right up the middle, hits the 50, keeps going, and he's down at the other side of the 40.
All right, and I think that was that home field advantage that got us all the way down to their 40-yard line, just about. Tackle down on that return.
Cougars taking over at the 42. Colton McGinnis coming back for the quarterback. Should be a pretty good game.
Coolidge is in some pretty foreign territory, living 3 hours away and all. Getting into formation for the first play.
Colton McGinnis hands it off to Jake Reedhead right up the
Jake Reedhead
going down with the first down.
Looks like he's just about at the 47, 48-yard line.
Brings it into the first down. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
And here comes another run, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see who it's on.
Show the Cougars offside penalty. That will cost him back 5 yards, bringing him back down to the 33. Back on the ball they go.
There we go. Looks like we're getting a pass this time. Screen pass coming up the right side, and he gets taken out of bounds. Looks like that's right around the 30-yard line.
That'll be number 21, Ethan Walker, with the reception. Getting about good 5 yards on that slant play.
And there's a first down for Sholo with Ethan Walker.
The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. Back with the shotgun snap, handed off.
Jake Reed. He's losing his foot and just keep on going, and he is out of bounds right around the 20, and it looks like that's going to be another first down. I meant Weston.
Sholo down about on the 20-yard line, really making some progress fast up the field. Colton McGinnis back in the shotgun snap. He's looking down for the pass.
And there's another flag on the play. Looks like we got a Coolidge player down. Sholo helping him up.
We got an offsides penalty on Sholo, bringing him back another 5. We got 2nd and 7.
They're just about at the 35-yard line.
Moving it back.
Now let's see what we're doing here.
Let's see if Sholo can come back. It's 2nd and 7. McGinnis lined up for the snap. Gives it down to Weston.
And looks like he's losing yards on that one.
Hit down for a loss behind the 30.
Some great defense on Coolidge's side. I think they're calling these runs now. We got to flip it up on Sholo's side. And here we go with the 3rd down Sholo.
We're looking at about 3rd and 7.
Shotgun formation again.
McGinnis drops back.
Oh, and he's getting rushed. Oh, and he drops that pass. That
dropped by number 12, Dalen. Dropped by number... Number 12, Dalen Toon. Dropping the pass from Colton McGinnis. It's about 4th and 7, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and go for it.
A little bit of a risky play on Sholo's side, but could play off. And here we go with another pass, play action. He's coming out of the pocket. Looks like he's getting rushed. He's going to have to get this one off. He throws it out, and number 12 ends up dropping that one again.
It's the hands of Dalen Toon for an incomplete pass. They're going to turn it over around at the 28-yard line.
If you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, there is the Nicholas Homestead Elementary Carnival going on tomorrow from 9 to 2. Once again, the carnival will be having a Nicholas Homestead Elementary across the beach. Come on out and visit those folks. It's going to be a great time. Booths, candy, treats, all sorts of good stuff.
We're getting ready to start back going the other way. The Coolidge Bears getting ready to go.
Here's a play action pass to Coolidge, but they is immediately taken down by number 59 on Sholo.
Number 59.
Looks like they're losing a little bit of yardage here. Looks like Gino Ackerman's taking him down, getting that sack.
For the loss, about 4 yards on the play.
Here we go with the 2nd down. Coolidge. They tried to play action pass that last time, but it did not work out. Let's see what they're coming out with this time.
Coolidge's quarterback, Rodriguez, coming back for the snap.
And here's a play. Oh, that is a run. Oh, and he's coming through, gets through the defense, breaks 2 tackles. He's running all the way down the right side. He's still going. He is not brought down yet, and he looks like he's brought down right around the 55-yard line. Still on their side, but great yardage on that play right there. That is a first down for Coolidge.
From their running back, Z. Perkins. And another first down from the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down sponsor.
Now that was just a great play right there. You thought it was a play action. You know, the quarterback really played that off really well. The defense thought he was going that way, but turns out runner was going the right side. Worked out really well for Coolidge.
Rodriguez back with a snap, another handoff up the middle to Perkins.
And he's going up the right side again, but he gets taken down. Not so much yards this time, down at the 50. He's got 5 yards left to the first down.
Brought down by Weston Kime on the defensive line. Brings Coolidge up to 2 and 5.
Right down at the 50-yard line. Let's see what Coolidge has next. They've run it twice now, and it's worked 2 times. Let's see what they're going to come out with now. And here we go with another handoff with a nice juke right in there. Looks like he's gaining about 2 yards, 2 or 3 yards. One more run. This is down 3rd and 3.
Perkins is just gaining them yards up one by one. He's got about the last 3 runs. He's averaged up to about 8 yards in just 3 runs now. Excuse me, about 12 runs in the last 3, about 12 yards in the last 3 runs now. He's really working up that field.
Yeah, it looks like Sheller's gonna have to switch something up to work up against these runs here. Look, it's looking like, oh no, is it another run? Let's see, and it's like a screen pass to number 15, and he is brought down past the first down marker, down at the 57.
Weston Kime up there with the head over there on Coolidge's Arredondo.
Another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. Here we go, lining up on the left side of the field here. Getting ready for the snap. Now these runs seem to have been working. These really short plays have been playing off of them. It looks like he's going for a pass. Oh, and he hits him after the pass. Let's see if there's anything. All right. Looks like about a gain of about 3.
Gain about 2 yards on that one. Pass was to Arredondo again on the Coolidge side. Brought down by Weston Kime also again. Weston Kime really making some great defensive plays and offensive runs so far in this game, early in this game.
He really is bringing down these receivers. Looks like the Coolidge is spreading out just a little bit more than they have been. Let's see what they have. Here's the snap. Oh, and he's getting rushed by Gino. Oh, and he almost picks it off.
Almost with the pick.
Swats it away. No gain. 3rd down.
From number 6, James Turner almost with the pick. Hits his hands, but doesn't quite make the play. Bring him down to 3rd and 8. On Coolidge's 41-yard line.
Now, it looks like Coolidge's passes have not been working out as well as their runs have. Let's see if they're going to start going back to their runs, or they're going to keep trying to get these passes in, because I think their run's starting to get a little bit predictable. Let's just see what they have in store. Oh, and he drops the snap.
Jumps on the ball. They lose about...
That is about, 10, 15 yards.
They'll be punting it away down to Sholo.
Now... Yeah, there's a loss of 13 on that last play.
Sholo bringing out the special teams. They got Jake Reed headed in the back to return the kick.
And here we go with the punt from Coolidge. Jake Reed had calling it a fair catch down at the right at the 20-yard line. Here we go. Scholler retaining possession back at their 20. Now, we saw Coolidge's running really, really good. Let's see what Scholler has in store, because it seems like their passes have been a little bit better. So, you know, a really good balance between Coolidge and Scholler here. Coolidge got the runs, Scholler's got the passes.
Weston Kime's really working up to that Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. It is brought to you by the Honda Outdoor and Ski and Sports Store. Find the best selection of hiking, hunting, fishing, camping gear in the White Mountains. Go to the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top on Highway 260.
And here we go with the snap to Cole McGinnis. He passes it down to number 12. Is that number 12?
That's Dylan Toon.
He gets taken down 41-yard line. That's a White Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
Key. McGinnis back with the snap, looking deep down in the field. He got some open room to Dylan Toon. Drops the ball. Ooh. Could have made a great play there, but he drops it around the 40-yard line going back their way.
Yep, right down the 40-yard line. Now 2-10.
Andrew Arredondo is also working his way up to that player of the game. I mean, he has just been stopping and making plays as a running back and as a linebacker. He has just been stopping and making plays all game long.
Seems like it's going to be a really good game coming out here in Show Low tonight. Another snap to Cole McGinnis, and the defense gets through, passes it to number 12.
Dylan Toon.
It looks like he's running all the way down, gets down right about the 40-yard line. That's a gain of about 9.
He gains quite a bit of yardage on that one. Dylan Toon making up for his past mistake on the other way. And they will make another Cougar first down. Another White Mountain Auto Glass first down for the Show Low team.
Now, as I said earlier, it looks like Show Low's passes are working out a lot better than Coolidge's has. But on the other side, Coolidge's runs have been a lot better. So it seems like it's a really balanced game right now. Same amount of yards gained on both sides. Here we go, it's a run with Weston Kime. He gets through the defense, and he's going all the way down. Looks like this one's going to be a Show Low Cougar touchdown.
Show Low Cougar touchdown from Weston Kime. He runs all the way from the 40-yard line all the way to the end zone. Breaks a couple tackles and makes it all the way in.
Now it looks like Weston Kime could be working up to that Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game with that touchdown right there. If we can keep doing that, and then you already know he's going to be getting that. And it looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is. Looks like it's encroachment on Bears.
Show Low will decline it, and they will accept it. They'll move up to the kickoff about 2 yards and keep it going. They got John Ramirez coming back for the PAT attempt.
Funny story about John Ramirez. He actually used to play soccer. This is his first year playing football. He's the kicker for this team, and that one is good, ladies and gentlemen.
John is actually the captain of the soccer team and the kicker for the football team. He's just a kicking machine, that John Ramirez.
Score is now 7-0. Show Low's up. Coolidge will be receiving on this next kickoff.
And that will bring us to the North Pioneer College. When it comes to kickoff your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. NPC.
NPC with locations in Show Low and Snowflake.
Well, please have a team take another one of our great sponsors, Horn Auto Center. Horn Auto Center has been sponsored for the Cougar football program as long as I've been here. Once again, without these sponsors, a lot of things you see at night, you know, the banners and other things and all the other wonderful things you do during the games could not be possible. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you.
And dedicating that last touchdown to the Ace Hardware has a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key replaced any hour of the day or night. Any night of the week or month, call Ace Hardware for your helpful place with 3 locations in Pine Top, Overguard, and Show Low for all your needs. Ace Hardware, the helpful place. John Ramirez sitting back for the kick. Coolidge Bears getting ready to receive. It looks about number 2 of the Coolidge Bears sitting back there to return the kick.
A flag on the field. Number 15 running up the field, and oh, he's getting through the defense. He gets taken down. Looks like number 3, Jacob Yeager.
The Perkins kid, he just keeps working his way up the field. He is
Really
just
is.
gaining and deducting yards from both sides of the field. I mean, he is just working the Show Low team right now.
And here we go with Coolidge. Now, they ran last time a lot, and they gained a heck of a lot of yards. Let's see what they're going to do this time.
Back with the snap.
Here's a play action pass, but it looks like he's almost taken down. Number 14, quarterback's run on, and he drops the ball. Looks like that's a fumble on the play. Down number at a yard 46, 47.
And Show Low Cougars recover the fumble. Number 10, Aaron Viabla covers the fumble from the quarterback sneak from the Coolidge Bears.
Really good defense on Show Low's side on that last play. And I mean that quarterback must have just had that nerves on him, just dropped that ball.
Coolidge quarterback Rodriguez, he just thought he had it going. He was running sideways down the field and he was just about to he was trying to run out of bounds and just couldn't make it, drop the ball, and looked like Aaron Viabla just was right there to pick it up. Now going back to McGinnis, going the other way. It's 1st and 10 on about the 45-yard line.
And here we go. Play action pass. Passes it to, number 6, who drops it. James Turner.
Number 6, James Turner drops a screen pass from Colton McGinnis. It'll be 2nd and 10 on the 33-yard line.
Here we go with the second play now. They tried to do a play action pass right there, but James Turner just could not get a hold of the ball on that screen pass. Let's see what they're going to do now. And there's a flag on the play.
Another offsides penalty on the Cougars. It's going to move them back another 5 yards. It's going to put them on the 38-yard line moving forward. It'll be 2nd and 38.
All right, here we go. Now snap to Cole McGinnis. Oh.
And another flag on the play.
Looks like that's another. Is that another offsides? Another 5 yards. It's about to be 3rd and 15 for the Cougars. Man, they just keep jumping the gun.
It was a 10-yard penalty this time. They're looking at 2nd and 20 right now.
Ooh.
2nd and 20 on the 43-yard line with about 6 minutes left to go in the quarter.
They just keep jumping that gun way too quick.
Are they going to be able to pull out of this 20 yards and 2 downs? Let's check it out.
And here we go. Looks like there's a run right down the middle.
James Turner brought down for a gain of maybe a yard or 2. I mean, he didn't get very much on it. It's looking like it's going to be about 3rd and 41 for the Cougars now.
Looks like it's 3rd down on the 43-yard line. Looks like they're going to have to do a pass or just a really, really good run. Let's see what they pull out. 3rd and 19 down on the 43. And here we go, shotgun, and he passes it out. Oh, and he could not get to that pass. This is now 4th and 19.
McGinnis really tried to get it out there, but number 21, Ethan Walker, he just wasn't in his range. He tried diving for the ball and just couldn't make the play. Looks like Show's going to go ahead and bring out the punt team, and Coolidge is going to go back to receive. I mean, Show Low just really struggling to keep that, to not jump the gun on that play. Just going back and forth.
So we got a little bit of dead time right now. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center with a fully staffed emergency department, advanced diagnostics department, and outstanding orthopedic physical therapy terms. Summit Healthcare is everything your athlete needs to get back in the game.
Show Low goes to go for it on 4th down, and they pull a flag. The moving that looks like it. Be another penalty on the Cougars, moving them back about another 5 yards. It's about 4th and 24, and it looks like they're still going to go ahead and go for it. Colton McGinnis lining him up.
It's 4th and 24. I don't know. Oh, Cole McGinnis with the punt.
Doesn't get it very far. Gets about 2-3 yards, but it just Sholo tries to recover it, strip it out of the hands of the Coolidge Bears, and it just doesn't work. It looks like the Coolidge is going to be down on the 40-yard line, going the other way.
Now, not sure what they were trying to do. I think they were trying to catch Coolidge off guard, getting in the wrong formation, but Colton just hit that ball just not too right. Hit it right on the back with his toe, and it just didn't fly like he wanted it to. But it is still very early in the game. It is still anybody's game, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with Coolidge with the snap. It looks like, oh, and it's a, okay, it's a halfback toss, and oh, he is brought down. That's a loss of, looks like 10, maybe 10 yards.
Brought down, he tried to get the pitch behind him for the halfback toss, and just wasn't working out for him. It's going to be about second and, thinking about 15 on the 40-yard line here now. Show the Cougars defense is really coming through for this game right now. I mean, just really making a difference.
Yeah, Coolidge tried something new there with the old halfback toss, but didn't seem to work. Looks like their offensive line isn't doing too much for them right now. 2nd and 18 on down on 32. And here's a pass, tries to get through the defense, and that's another loss.
That'll be a sack.
Gino Ackerman with his 2nd sack of the game. He may begin play of the game this night, ladies and gentlemen.
Play of the game brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski Sports Store. For the best selection of hiking, hunting, and fishing gear, go to the White Mountains. Go to the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top on Highway 260. Looks like Gino's really making his way up there too. I mean, he's had 2 or 3 pretty good sacks behind the line now, and he's just been working this team.
Looks like it's 3rd and 23, down on the 24. Coolidge looks like, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do
Ball
at this point.
On the Cougars 24 line, 3rd and 23. Pulling out. Here comes a snap.
Oh, screen pass. I don't think Cushola's expecting that, but they take him out. Down. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Let's see what this is.
Screen pass to number 2 on the Coolidge Bears, M. Harris. I mean, he didn't pick up a whole lot, but he gave it his shot, I guess. It just another great play by James Turner for the stop. And there will be another flag on the play. Be a flag on the Bears, it looks like.
Ooh,
it's a
holding on Coolidge. Let's see what Sholo's going to do here.
Brings him back down. It's about 3rd and 23 still on the 24-yard line.
Now, this still is a very, very early game with all these setbacks right here. I mean, it really doesn't mean very much of anything. We still got 3 more quarters to go.
Oh, the Cholo declines a penalty, and they're going down to 4th and 23. Coolidge is going to punt the ball off. Cholo has number 12, Dylan Toon, out there for the punt reception now.
And here we go with the punt.
Another
Dylan
flag
Toon
on the play.
Catching the ball. Oh, look at that big hit right there on number 12. Number 10 with that huge hit on number 12 on
Coolidge. With an ice-breaking hit. With a Demers glass-shattering hit from Aaron Viabla. Foul goes on him, though, for he basically charged him from behind. He hit from behind. Demers Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass and affordable price. Demers Glass. Call Wayne 888 Glassman for your new glass repair now. Just because it's illegal doesn't mean it wasn't a good hit. I liked it. I mean, we like watching stuff like that.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. Decked him out. Looked like there's 2 flags on the field. Man, Aaron Villalba just a great block, but a little bit much.
Sholo's offense starting to get back on to the field now. They're going to get a holding penalty on the Cougars, bringing them back quite a ways.
Oh, let's see how far they're going to be coming back here.
With about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. I mean, still time to get down the field again, but Sholo's down on.
Looks like they're coming back and forth between these huddles. They're trying to figure out what they need to do with these referees. Just keep moving them back.
Sholo down on the 23-yard
Huge
line.
loss there.
Coolidge's 23-yard line, trying to make it back down the field. It's going to be first and 10. 3:30 left on the clock. 7-0 is our score. Coleman getting us back with the snap. Looking like a pass. Slants it out. Nobody's open.
He runs out of the pocket. Looks like he's okay. He runs it all the way out. Oh, that is almost a pick on Coolidge, who's at number 22 on Coolidge. Almost gets that pick.
M. Pierce almost with the pick. Just couldn't keep it. Had it in his hands and just couldn't keep it down.
Looks like Coleman just didn't give it enough on that one, and 22 was there for it, but just could not get his hands around it.
He was getting rushed and just had no other option. He just had to get rid of it.
That would have been a great play had he intercepted that right there.
Looking like it's 2nd and 10 on the 23. Sholo. They're just going to have to try to make a comeback from that last play.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just...
And here we go. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do here. Cole McGinnis getting the snap, and the defense gets through the offensive line, and that is a pick on Coolidge side, number 19. He's brought down at the 45-yard line. Macazana's brought down at Sholo's 35-yard line.
Coolidge's 35-yard line. Coolidge got a pretty good spot now on the field. There's about 3:12 left, so they got quite a bit of time to still make it back up. The ball on the 35, I mean, they got some time to make it back up the field. They got plenty of time to make another play here.
They really do.
I mean, Sholo scored their first touchdown within the first 2 minutes of the game. They still got 3:12 left. Coolidge coming back.
Yeah, let's see if Coolidge can come back with their own score of their own.
Back to Rodriguez. He's dropping back for the pass.
Oh, and that is a sack, number 6, the workman, James Turner.
James Turner hits him down for about a loss of 5 yards. They'll be down on the 40 now, going back. Cougars really coming back from that interception. They really needed that play. They're going to make it 2nd and 15, it looks like. About 2:50 left on the clock. I mean, 15-yard penalty. I mean, they got 15 yards down.
Yeah, I mean, that's not much when you have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left.
I mean, when you're making about 8 yards per 3 runs for their running back Perez there, I mean, he's just working his way up the field.
He really is. He's just a powerhouse, breaking all these tackles on that one play. I think he broke like 4 tackles.
And they're going to run it right up the middle.
Oh, and he could have got through, got caught up with the defense. Looks like he's down at the 39 line.
And it doesn't look like he's getting up. It looks like he's down. Oh, they bring him back up. He's doing right. Number
shaking
74, kind of walking off with a limp.
Rubbing his leg, kicking it up. Looks like he's got a little bit of a limp, but I think he'll push through.
No, they're not pulling him out. He's good to go. He says, "You know what, Coach? Keep me in. I'm ready to roll."
Here we go, Coolidge with another play.
3 and 14 to go. About a minute and a half left on the clock.
Okay,
drops back for the pass.
Passes down. Number 22 catches it right down. Oh, looks like about 5 yards to go after that play. That was a really good completion right there, but it is 4th down now. Let's see if they can turn this around.
Third
Get
and five.
This first down.
3rd and 5 with a minute and 32 left on the clock. Ball down on the 30, going back towards Coolidge's way. So, I mean, it could work out. I don't know if they're going to go ahead and punt it or if they're going to go for it.
I think they're definitely going to be going for it right here.
Looks like they're going for it. They're lined up in the formation, getting ready for the game.
They got 5 yards to make. Let's see what they can do.
Oh, and an offsides penalty on number 9 for the Coolidge Bears.
Looks like he jumped the gun just a bit too early.
F. Andre for the Coolidge Bears jumps on offsides and
put him back 5 yards. Now 4th and 10.
4th and 10. I imagine they're probably just going to go ahead and they're going to punt it off, but they're only down now on the 35. They're 4th and 10 now, or 4 and 10, and maybe they're going to try to make a play out of it.
It looks like they're going to try to make a play out of it.
Nope, hitting back at the head back into the punt. No, they're going to go ahead and go for it. Lined up in the formation, snap back to Rodriguez.
Let's see, here we go, Rodriguez. Coming around, gets out of the pocket. Coming all the way around, tries to get up. Oh, and he does not get the first down.
Hit into the Sholo sidelines. Number 6, James Turner with the tackle again.
Great effort by Rodriguez, but just could not complete it.
Man, that James Turner, he's just been quick. He's on the ball all the time. He's always watching the play, and it's hard to get out of James Turner's sight. Poor Rodriguez ran the wrong way if he wanted to get out of that one. Now Sholo going the other way, 1st and 10 on the 33-yard line.
32 seconds left on the clock. Now, let's see what they can make out of this last 32 seconds. They got a bit of a ways to go before they get to their goal line. Let's just see what they can do. Cole McGinnis's passes have been iffy here and there, you know, making some, not making others. So let's see what they can do.
Number 2, Harris, is too busy tying his shoe on the field to get back to the game, but he's good now. We're all good now. Lost a glove. Cole McGinnis lining back up for the snap. 32 seconds left on the clock. Down at 33.
Here we go. Cole immediately running out of the pocket. Passes it out. Oh, and he passed it out of bounds, looks like.
He was getting rushed pretty good. He was sprinting out of the pocket just to get away from them big old kids, but he throws it away. 2nd and 10 on the 33-yard line. 26 seconds left on the clock. Not much to do with 33 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, looks like they're down on their own 33. Don't know what they can do with this much time left. You know, they can make efforts, but they don't want to throw stupid passes, get a pick 6, and then the game's tied up. So I think, and it looks like he's running right down the middle. Here comes Weston Kime, breaking tackles left and right. Comes all the way up to the 46-yard line.
He makes about 15 yards on the play. I mean, Weston just goes to running it. Well, I'll give him the 1st and 10 marker.
Weston really is doing a lot from defense and offense. He is a great contender for play of the game.
Weston really making it down the field. And that will be a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down again for Weston Kime. He's made 2 or 3 of those and some great defensive plays also.
Down on their own 46. Oh, here comes the workman. James Turner run down the right side. Oh, and he tries to stay in bounds. Look like he's down at Coolidge's 54. I'm 54, sorry. 1st and 10 for Sholo. Got about 2 seconds left, so this is going to be the last play of the 1st quarter. Let's see what they can make of it. Here we go. There's going to be the last play of the quarter. Let's see what Sholo can do.
McKinnis back with the shotgun for the
and
pass.
If the screen pass is not completed, and that will be the end of 1st quarter. Thank you so much for listening.
We're going to go on to a 2-minute break right now. Thank you for listening to us.
On iTalk 106.7.
You've been there waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guarantee. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
FBC College beginning at each kickoff and quarter sponsor. When it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. With 2 locations on the White Mountain. You got your location in Snowflake and your location in Sholo.
It looks like Weston Kime lost about a yard on that play. Just ran right into the defense. Wasn't much he could do there.
Be 3rd and 11.
Cole McGinnis with the shotgun run out of the pass. Oh, and hits it off the hands, number 21.
Right off the hands of number 21, which would be Ethan Walker. Just couldn't quite keep it in. Ethan's dropped a couple passes tonight. He's just out of the groove right now, but I'm sure he'll get it back. Ethan's actually only a sophomore right now, working his way up, starting on the varsity side.
And here we go, coming back into the huddle. Another timeout with Sunrise Park Resort. Check out the summer activities up at Sunrise. Zipline tours, scenic ski lift rides, rock climbing wall, airbag jump, downhill mountain biking, and a whole lot more. Enjoy all summer attractions from Thursday through Monday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. throughout the month of August.
And don't forget Beeler Orthodontics. Love to smile. Love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics. And don't forget, you're listening to the high school football presentation by Sholo Ford on iTalk 106.7 KNKI. It's Pine Top Sholo and 102.5 Pine Top. And well, that's about what you're listening to, I guess. Sholo lining back up on about the 45-yard line. It's 4th and 11 to go.
Here we go with the snap to Cole McGinnis. He's immediately coming out of the pocket again, and looks like Jake Reedhead catches the ball with defense on his back throughout the whole time.
It's not going to be enough to get the first down, but they sure gave it their all. He got about a gain of about 5 on the play, and Coolidge is going to take the ball going the other way. 1st and 10 on the 45.
Now on that pass, right when he caught it, looks like the defense was already holding on to his shoulders now. It looks like Jake's a little bit flustered about that. Couldn't do really much about anything, but
it was a great play for the Coolidge Bears, just keeping him down. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 47 with 11:18 left in the quarter. Just the beginning of the quarter, 7-0 is still our score. Sholo winning it.
95.7 out here broadcasting the game live. Thank you for supporting Junior Athletics and broadcasting us to the world.
Rodriguez back for the snap.
And this is number 15 coming in for the extra tight end. Play action pass. Then he actually hits it off to number 10, but the defense catches on immediately, and he is now officially down. Looks like he didn't want to go down as much as the defense wanted him to, but looks like a loss of 1 for Coolidge, about 1 and 11.
He actually gains 2 yards.
Oh, really?
No, he gained nothing. He lost 2 yards is what I meant. Lost 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 12 now with about 10:50 left on the clock. Just trying to make a play out of it, but couldn't quite get it.
At the bend.
There'll be another hit behind the line. Oh no, they get a pretty nice gain on that one. They gain about 4 yards on that one, which will bring them up a little ways. About third and I think about 3rd and 12. I guess they didn't move at all. I could have thought they did, but I guess not. Coolidge really trying to make a play here. Sholo's defense just stopping him with the run.
Here we go, Coolidge snapping it back. Oh,
out of the hands.
Almost picks it off.
Weston-Kime trying to get that player of the game. He just could not hold that ball in. Bounces right off his chest, and it's going to bring up 4th and 12 for the Coolidge Bears, bringing out the special teams.
Rodriguez is back to 20 for number 2, Marcus Harris. The incomplete brings up 4th and 8 for the Bears.
Coolidge back with the snap. Punt over his head. Picks it up, punts it away. Gets a pretty good punt for having to run back 5 yards. They let it bounce. Coolidge goes ahead and picks it up, and it looks like they're down at about the 28, I would say.
Here we go, down at the 28, Coolidge.
I mean, Coolidge was really trying to get a good punt on that one, but they just snapped it over his head, and he just did not have time to react. He got about 15 yards out of the punt, which isn't too bad, I guess, but just trying to make it go downfield. Just couldn't get it quite down as far as they wanted. It's 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line. About 10 minutes left in the game. 7-0. Sholo still leading. Sholo's offense coming back out on the field, trying to make it back down the field.
Here we go. Sholo's starting off at, let's see, Coolidge's 26, 27.
McGinnis with
McGinnis, here we go. Play action. He hits actually the actual pass. And oh, getting through the defense. Gets tripped up a little bit. Comes down at the 37, looks like.
Dylan Toon really making downfield right there. I mean, he just really making up for the drop passes earlier in the game. Come running up, right up the middle with the play action fake handoff to Weston Kime there. And they're going to be on the 33. They didn't quite make the first down. Oh,
White
no, they do.
White Mountain Auto Glass first down.
White Mountain Auto Glass first down. Here we go. McGinnis with another handoff.
There we go. He's coming up against the defense, but it looks like he's losing some yards there. What's that? I think Ethan Walker went to go run that one.
Ethan Walker tries to get the run and just doesn't get very far.
And the beginning of this game hasn't been the greatest, Ethan Walker. I do think he's going to turn around near the end, but he's just got to get out of this mindset he put himself into.
2nd and 10 on the 2nd and 13 on the 35. Sholo really hurting after that last play.
Here we go, Colton running out of the pocket, coming through. We've got some defense on him. Oh.
Throws it out of bounds just to keep it safe without throwing the interception. I mean, 3rd and 13 on the 35, really just hurting after that last play.
Yeah, it looks like that one was going to be going to Jake Reedhead, but 15 was there and ended up being out of bounds.
Colton was scrambling real fast not to get hit for a loss of yards and just threw it out of bounds for intended receiver Jake Reedhead and just could not make the play.
Here we go. Sholo in the huddle on the field. Getting ready for what they're about to do. Cole McGinnis.
Let's see if they can make up for them last 2 plays. Just really didn't need those right now with how far down they are. It looks like Sholo's going to call, Dustin Clough, the Sholo team's going to call a timeout. And check out the summer activities up at the Sunrise Zipline Tours. Science lift rides, rock climbing wall, airbag jump, downhill, mountain biking, a whole lot more fun. Enjoy all the summer attractions from Tuesday through Monday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. throughout the month of August and September. I mean, just go there to have a whole bunch of fun, I guess. Do all kinds of stuff there for whatever you're into. Athletics, science, like looking at rocks, just go.
Looks like Sholo's coming back on the field. Coolidge still in their huddle. Looks like Sholo's got to figure it out. Coolidge is trying to figure out what they need to do defensively to stop these Cougars from getting any further than they have.
I mean, both sides. Sholo's offense has just been dropping passes and just not making a very good game out of it. Coolidge's offense has just been getting destroyed by the Sholo defense, just not being able to gain any yards running or passing because of the Sholo defense.
Yeah, it seems like a very defensive game on both sides, Sholo and Coolidge. I mean, they're both having really good defensive plays, hitting passes out, getting tackles and everything.
Colton McGinnis back on the snap.
Back out of the pocket again, run to the right side or left side.
Jake Reedhead.
And he goes to catch it, but
Jake Reedhead's the intended receiver. Just can't keep his hands on it. Going out of bounds is just not going to make it. It's going to bring up 4th and 13 with 9 minutes left in the quarter. 7-0.
And here we go, Cougars getting ready for the play.
Cougars getting ready to punt the ball off. Number 12, Dylan Toon for the punt.
Ooh, there we go with the punt.
Makes a solid punt down.
Number 2. It looks like he's dropping it. And he drops it twice, 3 times. Looks like they recover the punt. Oh my goodness, they recover the punt on their own. Let's see.
There's a scramble down there in a pile. It looks like Coolidge trying to strip the ball out of the hands of, let's see there, number 3, Jacob Yeager making the return.
Yeager.
Looks like it looks like Sholo's going to go ahead and keep it, I think.
Looks like Sholo's down, and it looks like they're own 12, which is Really nice with the punt recover. Great yardage for them. That was just a great play. Looks like oh, no.
Coolidge recovers the ball, actually. It's going to be 1st and 10 on their own 13, trying to make it back down the field. I mean, Sholo's defense has really been hurting them here. I mean, just another loss for what they've been doing. I mean, Sholo plays as good a defense as they did in the first quarter, and it'll be 4th and 15 or 4th and 16, and to see how they move. With a run straight up the middle, they get about 5 yards in the play. Looks like they'll be brought down by Dylan Toon. Dylan Toon really trying to make up for what he did offensively. I mean, he's really just trying to make up for the first 2 passes dropped in the first quarter that were very much needed.
Looks like that's about a gain of about 1 for Coolidge. Here we go. Setting up for another play.
2nd and 10 on 13. About 8 minutes left in the quarter. Let's see if Coolidge can start bringing some yards up the field. The run just didn't work for him.
Cougar defense is doing really good this game. And there's another run. Stopped immediately at the defensive line. Looks like there's no gain, maybe loss of 1. 3rd and 10, it looks like still.
3rd and 9, they get a gain of 1 on the play. Coolidge trying to work their way up. I mean, they're down on the 14 now. I mean, they're just trying to get on the board before halftime right now, and it's just.
I mean, it really is. I mean, they're just getting yard by yard, but that's not going to help in the long run.
I mean, Sholo just bringing them down even further and further after that kickoff.
That Sholo defensive line is doing very well.
Coolidge back with the snap in coverage, throws it away. And it looks like it's going to be an incomplete pass, bringing up 4th and 9, almost in the hands of number 32 for the Sholo Cougars.
Cal Fawcett almost got that pick off right there, but a little bit too low, dropped it onto the ground, still an incomplete pass. I think Coolidge is going to have to punt right here. I think Sholo is going to get the ball right around the 50-yard line, which is going to be great yardage for them.
4th and 9 for the Coolidge Bears. They're just going to go ahead and punt it away. Dylan Toon out in the back to return the punt.
And here we go. Yep, just right around. Oh, doesn't get it to the ball, actually. Lets it go.
They're down
Rolls
at
out of bounds.
About the 49-yard line, going back the other way. Sholo really trying to make a play. They got 7.5 left on the clock. Be a 1st and 10 on the 49-yard line, it looks like. Really trying to make a play now.
Here we go. I think Sholo's just trying to figure out what they're going to do with this first play with all this yardage they got. On Coolidge's 49. See what they can do.
Got a flag on the play. Looks like an offsides penalty on Coolidge, bringing the ball back up. Oh, actually, it'll be on the offense. They look like
offsides 5 yards back for Cougars. Man, there's been a lot of offsides for the Cougars this game.
Bringing them back down to the Cougars' 54-yard line, trying to make it back up there. It's going to be about 1st and 15 with another flag on the play.
Just flag after flag. Ooh, looks like another offsides.
Holding call against the Cougars. That's going to bring them back. Just not what they needed right now. Be first and 20 right now. I mean, Sholo's just been jumping the gun and just not being able to get their blocks and been grabbing a whole lot and just not doing so well. And it looks like they just need to get out there and wait for the call. They're going to bring it back a little ways.
Trying to figure out what they're going to do. They just keep dropping this ball. I mean, I don't know what they're going to. I don't know what they're trying to figure out. They got the hold on the last one. The play before that, they got offsides. That was the 3rd or 4th offsides they've got in this game. Right around the middle of the 2nd quarter.
Hand off to Weston Kime, looking like a gain of about 1 or maybe none on the play. I mean, just not getting very far for Weston Kime.
It's like
John Jenkins is actually coming in from quarterback at number 4. They've taken Colton McGinnis out, letting him rest a little bit, and putting in John Jenkins as a quarterback. Number 4, he's a junior as well this year. Colton McGinnis is actually only a sophomore playing as varsity quarterback. I mean, he's doing pretty well for himself, but I mean, he just looks like he just got burned out and just needs a little bit of coach on the sideline. So they go ahead and they're going to bring in John.
2nd and 19 here, down the 41. And
another run with Weston Kine, breaking tackles, drops, has a fumble, and Sholo recovers it down about right about the 45, it looks like. That's going to be another good fumble recovery, I guess, for the Cougars. I mean, fumble it yourself, but gain some yards off of it.
About 14 on the play. 3rd down coming up.
It's going to go ahead and be 3rd down on this play.
We're about 3rd and 6 here.
On the 45-yard line, trying to make a play out of it. John back with the snap.
There we go. John's coming out of the pocket, comes through looking for a receiver, and he gets it off to number 12, Dylan Toon. Dylan Toon has really been doing a lot this game.
With a flag on the play. It's going to be against the Cougars.
Oh, looks like it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on Toon. Looks like he got a little bit too excited on that last one.
It was going to be a 1st down, but it looks like it's just going to bring him back some more. It looks like it's going to be on Jake Reedhead for whatever he got. It looks like it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. He's getting a little talking to by Coach Clough down there on the sidelines. I mean, just a remarkable catch and play by Dylan Toon. I mean, just making yardage up the field. I mean, they really needed that 1st down, but it looks like it's going to bring him back some.
We do see the flag on the field. We're waiting for the official to give us indication.
Go to show the Cougars trying to figure out what they're going to be doing with this next play.
I mean, really bringing them back. They're down about, they went back all the way down to about their own 46-yard line now. They were on Coolidge's 46-yard line. Now they're bringing it all the way back to their 46-yard line. I mean, just not working out for them. They just need to keep the flags off the field and make some more yardage up the field. It wouldn't be so good.
Yeah, man, the amount of flags for Cougars tonight has been unreal.
1st and 12 is what we're looking at, I guess.
Offsides after offsides. Oh, and tries to get a bullet pass down to number 21. Could not get it out.
Just could not get it down there.
John Jenkins gave it a little bit too much. Didn't get it right to him. 21 had to die for it. Couldn't get it.
I mean, he gave it his all. Number 21, Ethan Walker, just could not get the reception. Just down to his feet. They're going to move down to 2nd and 10 now with about 5:50 left on the clock.
Now let's see what John's going to be doing with his next play. I mean, since he came into quarterback, hasn't been doing too much. We haven't really gained too many yards since he walked in, but I mean, see if he can. And there is another flag.
Sholo moving back some more.
Moving back and back and back.
Another offsides penalty on the Cougars. I mean, they just cannot keep on their side of the ball. They just keep jumping the gun more and more. And it's really hurting them. It's going to be about 2nd and 15 now on the Cougars. I think they're down on the 41 now. I mean, just moving back penalty after penalty, and it's just not working for them.
Oh, and here we go. Number 2 with the pass. Coming all the way out. He's got some defense on him, but it comes down at the, looks like their own 15.
That'll be Keegan Clark with the reception there. I mean, just moving down the field as quick as can be. Gets down about the 20-yard line. I mean, just great pass right there from John.
And just to mention, Keegan Clark is a sophomore. That was a great throw, a great pass. He ran all the way down the field, had defense on him at the back, got him down to Coolidge's 15 yards until they get to their goal line. And here's John Jenkins running out of the pocket.
John really.
Oh, it looks like John's running it through.
Scrambling through, makes it about. Oh man, he gets a pretty good gain on it. Be about 2nd and 5. It's looking like. I mean, just running up the field.
That's pretty rare seeing quarterbacks running the ball as much as. I mean, that was a great run as a quarterback.
John mostly spends most of his time down there as a receiver, a running back, but I mean, he got a gain of 7 on that play right there. 2nd and 3 on their own 19, on the Coolidge 19. I mean, just close enough to score with about 5 minutes left on the clock. No worries, wind in their hair, and they're set to go.
John Jenkins drops the ball, but he's still running out. He jukes the defenders. Coming through, he's still up somehow.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like he's not going to make it.
He's one resilient dude, that John Jenkins is. It looks like he gets stepped over by 40 after he gets tackled.
John might not be the biggest guy on the field, but he sure can scramble and squeeze his way through some tight corners. I mean, just really trying not to lose yards in that play. But they did. They went ahead, and they lost 5 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 8 on the 17. Just not what they needed. They just needed to keep it moving and just couldn't get it going. Just could not get back to the line.
Let's see what John can do here. Got a hold of the ball. Oh, that's a handoff off to number 12. Dylan Toon, he is doing a lot this game.
Getting to about the 10-yard line, actually. I mean, just really starting to move up. I don't know if it's going to be enough for a first down or not, but I mean, he got out there pretty good. It's going to be about 4th and 2 is what we're looking at, I believe. 4th and 3. And they bring it up to 4th and inches now. I mean, they're just really, Dylan Toon really came through with that run right there. I mean, they're in scoring position now.
Well, let's see what they can do with these couple inches they have to make for the first down.
They're going to go ahead and try to make a 1st and goal after this one. Show really making a comeback after the last couple plays. Weston kind with the run. Doesn't make it, drops it.
Let's see.
He covers his own fumble. I mean, just not going to make it. He's just not going to make it.
I don't think that was enough.
It's going to be a turnover on the ball. Coolidge going back their way, down on their own 10. Down on their own 10. Second quarter, about 3 minutes left. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Coolidge Bears, trying to get it back. I mean, Weston really just trying to power through. He just could not get back to the. He just could not get those inches. Coolidge's defense really stopped him there.
Yeah, it really seemed like they had predicted that one. Saw it coming from a mile away. Well, looks like we got 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Still got some time to score. It was like a play action. Rodriguez is running. Is that still Rodriguez?
Yes, sir. But it looks like they're going to go ahead and lose some yards on the play. Number 58, Gino. He's actually a foreign. He's
somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, he's from Europe, I believe. But I mean, he's really coming out and making some plays right now.
Yeah.
Gino Anchorman. I mean, he is really just making some great defensive plays. I mean, he's really going for the Honda Outdoor Ski Sport Resort player of the game. I mean, he's just great defensive MVP right now. Back at snap, it's going to be a handoff to Hunt. And they're going to get about a gain of 1. Weston Kime with the takedown. I mean, Weston, he's just moving the ball on both sides. He's really trying. And it looks like Shola's going to go ahead and call another timeout on their own field. They got about 2.5 minutes left on the clock. The ball on Coolidge at 15. It's going to be about 3rd and 10 right now for the Coolidge Bears. I mean, just really trying to get back up that field.
And I believe that's Shola's 3rd timeout that they've used, and it's on the second quarter. You know, looks like they're getting into a little bit of trouble. Not doing as good as they were in the first quarter, but they're still in the lead with 1 touchdown, 7 points.
I mean, still a 7-0, 2.5 minutes left. I mean, Coolidge just wants to get the score tied up before the half, and this would be their chance to do it. 3rd and 10. Their offense hasn't been moving much to the Shola defense. I mean, Shola's defense has just been coming back and forth with them. Shola's defense will scratch here and there, and every once in a while they'll just get back on them, and another loss of yards, another loss of yards, and Coolidge is having a hard time coming back from it.
They really are. I mean, on both sides, they really are just like losing yards again and again. With Coolidge more play-wise, but with Shola more flag-wise,
back with the pass.
Oh, that's
going to be a
high
deep pass. No.
Oh, he swats it away out of, let's see, number 32's
Number
hand.
7, Jared Nelson will go ahead and swat it out of the Coolidge's number 37.
Well, it looks like he's a little bit hurt. limping a little bit. Let's see if he's going to get taken out.
Jared Nelson just limping off the field. He's going to go ahead and go out. I mean, Summit Healthcare Regional Medicare Center is where you would go if you did that. With a fully staffed emergency department, an advanced diagnostics department, and an outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy team, Summit Regional Healthcare is just everything you need for your athlete needs to get back in the game. Jared Nelson, that's where he would go.
And here we go, number 12.
Number 12
getting that punt return.
With the punt return, not making a whole lot on it. 1st and 10, though. I mean, they're still on Coolidge's side. I mean, still in great scoring position with 2 minutes left in the quarter. 2:13 left in the quarter. And still 7-0, trying to put it up an extra touchdown before the half.
Down at the 34-yard line. They still, like Dallas said, they got a lot of room to score. Very good scoring position on Coolidge's own 34.
It looks like John Jenkins is still going to be in as the quarterback. I mean, they're just going to go ahead and try to get to that next touchdown there. The handoff to Weston Kime right up the middle.
Coming through. He has not been. He's still not down. Weston Kime is still not down. Coming all the way through.
All the way in.
Right through the red zone with the touchdown. Weston Kime.
Leaves him 2:05 on the clock. Weston Kime with the touchdown.
That is his 2nd touchdown of the night, and he is a contender for the Honda Sports Resort Player of the Game.
Player of the Game is brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Sports Ski, and for all the fun, best selection of hiking, hunting, and fishing gear on the White Mountain, go to the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260. Weston Kime really just working up for that Player of the Game there. I mean, he's just been killing on offense and defense, making great plays on both sides. He's actually scored the only 2 touchdowns now. He has 14 points and, I mean, a whole lot of running yards now.
Here comes John Ramirez with another field goal. PAT, and that one is also good. John Ramirez is 2 for 2 on these PATs.
And John is really kicking a lot of good field goals this year. They brought John in as he's actually the captain of the soccer team. He's the senior captain of the soccer team, varsity soccer team, and they brought him in to kick some field goals and some kicks for him. And he's just been really doing good for himself, John Ramirez has. Really making a lot of good plays.
He is a kicker.
And we're going to go ahead and get another kickoff. The kickoff is brought to you by the MPC, Northern Pioneer College. When it comes to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona, MPC. 2 locations on the White Mountains. Locations Snowflake and in Show Low. I mean, Show Low just really getting them points up, just trying to make it up.
They really are.
So Coolidge, it's going to be hard for Coolidge to come back before the half. I mean, Coolidge is just going to try to get on the board.
I mean, they got 2 minutes left. I mean, anything can happen, obviously. We still got 2 more quarters after this one. I think Coolidge is going to have to go over what they're trying to do during halftime and figure out what they need to do to get this lead. 14-0.
Here comes the kickoff. John Ramirez kicks it down deep all the way to the end zone. It looks like they're going to go ahead and take a touchback, which is going to put them on the 20-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 20 for the Coolidge Bears.
On their own 20.
20-yard line, 1st and 10 Coolidge.
I mean, Sholo just really making an outstanding play there on the last one. I mean, Weston Kime was moving the ball on both sides.
Weston Kime really is doing a lot. I mean, there is a lot of contenders for play of the game on both sides. And here we go, Sholo getting their defensive formation. Oh. Let's see. Oh, Coolidge is still running. It comes down to the 30-yard line. Looks like that's going to be a 1st down. That was a great run for Coolidge. 1st down gets another 1st down. From 1st to 1st.
Oh, man, that'll be another White Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down for the Coolidge Bears. I mean, they're working their way up the field. I mean, no doubt the Sholo defense has just been stopping them hit after hit after play after play. And I mean, they're really making it difficult for the Coolidge Bears to get up and make a touchdown. Coolidge back at snap. be a play
Here we
action.
go. It's play
Quarterback
action play.
sneak, it looks
Quarterback looks like he's trying to run through. Defense stops him with a glass-shattering hit.
Be another glass-shattering hit from the defense. Looks like about number 10, Aaron Viablo with a second. Demmer Glass needs some glass for your home or business. Demmer Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass at affordable price. Demmer's Glass. Call 1-800-GLASSMAN. I mean, Aaron Viablo making 2 of those hits so far.
Aaron Viablo is a really hard hitter, as you can tell.
I mean, for not being too big, Aaron really can make some great defensive plays.
Yeah, Aaron really isn't the biggest guy on the field, but he's making some great hits.
I mean, it's first.
Here comes Gino, almost getting another sack, but a high pass goes right out of bounds.
Aaron Viablo with great coverage, just not letting him get on the ball. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go for the Coolidge Bears. 44 seconds left on the clock on their own 35. I mean, it's just going to be a hard way to go. They're just not. I just don't think they're going to have enough time to make it down the field. But let's see what they can do.
Yeah, looks like Coolidge got about 44 seconds. 44 seconds left in this quarter to make something happen.
I mean, they're just wanting to get on the board before the halftime. And it just does not look like it's going to be 3rd and 5 now on their 35-second quarter. I mean, they still got 3 quarters to come back, but to put themselves on the board before halftime, just not going to be easy.
Yeah, it's just Coolidge's offense. It's just
hand off to Hunt. It looks like they're just not going to gain anything on that play.
Yeah, they're not getting too much, maybe a yard.
Dylan King coming back out on the field to see if they're going to receive this punt. I don't know if they're going to kick it off or what, but I mean, 38 seconds left on the clock. You don't want to have Sholo go up another 7 points before the half. I bet they just end up punting it away. They're going to call a timeout, the Coolidge Bears are. Sholo's sitting pretty high before halftime right now. I mean, just really happy about their defense skills right now.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, looks like they both have, Sholo and Coolidge both have very, very good running backs, but Weston is just getting through that defense, and he's just a tank. He just will not go down. On that last touchdown, the most recent one, he dropped about 4 or 5 tackles to get into the end zone. It's just crazy, just keeps on running.
And both his touchdowns, I mean, those running yards, I mean, he took them back both about 20 yards into the end zone. I mean, he just keeps on trucking. That Weston Kime, he's hard to stop. He's a big old kid. He's an all-state wrestler also as it is. I mean, he's just a tough kid. Hard to take down and hard to stop. He's fast as can be, runs track. I mean, he's just an all-around great player.
Very well-rounded athlete.
Coolidge is going to go ahead and go off with a punt. Dylan Toon dropping back to return this punt. There's the snap and the punt goes back, and they're just going to let it go over his head. It's going to be back about 42-yard line there on the Cougar side. I mean, they got 30 seconds to bring it back to the touchdown. I don't know if they're just going to let the clock run down and see if they can't put themselves up in a better position here.
I do think Sholo is going to go for it. I mean, they haven't played it safe earlier. I don't think they're going to play it safe now. Well, they could. I mean, they are up in score.
Weston Kime coming out of the game to take a little rest before the half. Much needed for him. I mean, Weston's not a player you want to run down. I mean, he is a key player to this game. He's a key player to the Sholo team.
He really is.
John Jacobs is going to stay in as quarterback. They're going to go ahead and bring in James Turner to replace Weston Kime. Josh comes out for the throw to Dylan
Number 12, Dylan Toon, running out, getting away from the defense, and he comes into the end zone. That is the 3rd touchdown for Sholo.
He makes it from their own 43-yard line, from the 42-yard line to the end zone in just a matter of seconds.
That is great yardage right there. That was just amazing on Sholo's part.
Just putting the score up some more on the Coolidge Bears. I mean, just bringing them down. I mean, Sholo doing really good for their offense now. I mean, I don't know what it was in the first quarter, but they just weren't clicking, and now they're getting it down.
Really,
go ahead.
Yeah, these passes are really connected now. They weren't too much in the first quarter, but now John Jenkins is really getting them to the receivers. The receivers are catching them. And here comes John Ramirez for his 3rd PAT of the game.
And John Ramirez is putting another one to the uprights.
It's 3 for 3 on PATs. 21-0 going into the half. Looks like we got 22 seconds left for Coolidge. I don't know what they're going to be able to do with these 22 seconds.
Coolidge is just going to try to get on the board. I mean, you've got 22 seconds left on the clock, and you just can't afford for Sholo to score another one, but you can't afford to go into the third quarter being 21-0. You really just got to start making some plays and making some yardage on this, hoping you get the touchdown and then get the ball back in the second half and bring it up 14-21. I mean, if you're lucky for the Coolidge Bears. But I mean, Sholo's defense has just been keeping them from scoring or gaining anything. Sholo's defense has been keeping them down all game.
And here we go with the kickoff. Northland Pioneer College. When it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. Well, it looks like they're trying to decide what they want to do for the kick here. See where they're going with it. Here goes John Ramirez again.
They're up with the kickoff. The Coolidge Bears sitting in the backfield. I mean, John just kicked some deep punts, or some deep kicks, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and they're going to take it back. Number 15 Hunt again. I mean, just coming up the field, and he's tackled at about the 25, 26-yard line.
Got 17 seconds left. Not much you can do with that yardage on that kick return right there. I mean, you got basically the whole field to try and make a touchdown before the half starts. Don't know what Coolidge is going to do in the situation. Let's see.
I mean, they needed to make the best out of that kick and just couldn't get it out there. I mean, John kicked it pretty deep down to the 5, just not far enough, though, for Coolidge to go ahead and bring it back. They tried their hardest, but I mean, they were just brought down again off the kickoff. Coolidge is going to go ahead and line up in the ball.
Here we go, Coolidge. Let's see what they're gonna do, because they have, let's see, like basically the whole field to try and get this touchdown right here before the half starts. 21-0, and he throws a deep pass out to number 27. Tries to catch it with one hand, but does not end up getting it.
Just great coverage by the Sholo defense. Sholo defense has just been showing up this whole game, just not really letting the Bears get very far. I mean, the Cougars defense has just been killing them. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 on the 26 with 11 seconds left on the clock. And Coolidge really trying to get some points on the board before the halftime.
Like I said, he's trying to get these deep passes out, just trying to get. Oh, and here's a run. Drops in the. Oh, and he drops the ball. Coolidge does not recover. Sholo recovers the fumble. On Coolidge's, let's see, Coolidge's 17 with 2 seconds left. They do have another opportunity to score here before
Jared
the halftime.
Nelson making another great play, but I mean, still just hurt walking out of the game. I mean, he's still just having a hard time keeping his feet underneath him. He's just been limping left and right ever since that last interception he made.
Here we go with Sholo, trying to figure out what they want to do here with these last 2 seconds they have. They're on Coolidge's 19. I think they are. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. I wonder what that's for. But yeah, it looks like Sholo is just going to try to figure out what they can do to score before halftime starts, because it's 21-0. I think they want it to be 28-0.
I mean, Sholo coming back, 1st and 10 on the 19, 2 seconds left on the clock. I mean, it'd be great just to go ahead and make another play and make it 28-0 for Sholo. I mean, they're going to go ahead and bring it out on the ball.
It looks like Sholo is going to get the last play of the quarter again, just like they did in the first quarter. Nothing really happened from that from the last play in the first quarter. Let's see if they can make something.
John Jenkins back with the pass.
Oh,
deep,
fake
throws
pass.
it deep with a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Let's see who that's on. Incomplete pass. Let's see what this is.
Incomplete to Dylan Toon with the flag on the play.
Looks like Dylan Toon's trying to call timeout. Oh, looks like this is going to be the start of halftime. That was the last play.
No, it looks like Sholo's going to go ahead and bring it back up.
Looks like they get a redo here.
looks like that foul was on the Coolidge Bears, really bringing Show up offensively, and I mean, could bring another touchdown to the Show Cougars, and that would be great to go up, 28, 27 points to 0, and Coolidge trying to come back from that is just not going to be easy.
Here we go. This will be the last play of the second quarter. For Sholos, like I said again, is going to have this one. Let's see what they can do with it, John
Bringing
Jenkins.
Weston Kime back out as running back.
See if Weston
Down
can
on
do
the 10.
something with the play action pass. Screen pass to Weston Kime. He's coming over. That is another touchdown. That's the third touchdown for Weston Kime. He could be the Honda player of the game this game.
I mean, Weston Kime really just making a great offensive player and a key player to the defense too, bringing up 27-0. I mean, Weston Kime just a great, outstanding player. He honestly, hands down, could be the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. I mean, player of the game is brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store for all our best selections of hunting, hiking, fishing, camping gear on the mountain. Go to the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store south of Pine Top on Highway 260. I mean, just a great, outstanding player.
Yeah, with these last 4 touchdowns Sholos had, Weston has had 3 of those.
John Anares is going to go ahead and try to make it 20.
It's a fake.
Reedhead.
It's a fake. Jake Reedhead coming around.
Drake Reedhead throws the ball.
Oh,
and
it's an interception
by the Coolidge Bears, but it's going to go ahead and be
Incomplete.
27-0 going into the halftime. And our halftime sponsor is the Sunrise Park Resort. Check out the summer activities up at Sunrise: zip line, tours, scientific lift rides, rock climbing wall, airbag jump, downhill mountain biking, and a whole lot more fun. Enjoy all the summer attractions from Thursday to Monday, 9 to 4 p.m. and throughout the month of September.
Now going into this halftime.
There's an injury down on the field of the Coolidge Bears. I mean, he's just not getting up. I can't tell who it is. I don't see no numbers on him. But, I mean, they got their medicine team and their trainer out there looking at him, and he's just looking like he's in a bunch of pain.
I think that player needs to go to Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center with a fully staffed emergency department and advanced diagnostic department and outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy teams. Summit Regional Medical Center is everything an athlete needs to get back in the game. Now, going into the halftime report, just remember that you're listening to high school football presented by Shola Ford on iTalk 106.7 KNKI, Pine Top Shola, and on 102.5 Pine Top, Akana Paniki Communication Station. Thank you for listening.
I mean, Shola just really beating down the Coolidge Bears right now going into the halftime, 27-0. I mean, just really trying to make a play out of it. They lost one of their key players in their last Friday game, Chase Avila. I mean, just brought down hard last Friday. I mean, taken down at the knees and he just hasn't been back to play this game. I mean, Shola really not hurting a whole lot without him, but Chase Avila will be back for the next game. I mean, Chase Avila is one of their outstanding team players, but Weston Kime seems to be picking up his pace this game. So we're going to take a short intermission here. We'll be back to you before the third quarter. Thank you for listening.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Are you a business owner that enjoys watching local sports? Would helping the local youth spark your interest? Then you do not want to miss this opportunity. White Mountain Youth Productions brings you local sports produced by local high school students. Your tax-deductible sponsorship will keep us up and running and provide you with advertisement for your business. Call Sholo TV today to help your local high school students get experience while your business gets attention. Call 928-532-4160.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the beginning of the halftime anthem, please welcome the Sholo High School Marching Band. Drum majors Samantha Roberts and John Tucker. The band coming on the beat from High Walking Back for the movie Guardians of the Galaxy. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the Sholo High School Marching Band. the field. Please welcome some very special guests tonight. The members of the Darren Reed Fund board members. Board President Scott Keel, Chief Jay Shelley, Kathy Reed, James Reed, and Ron Horton. We welcome these individuals tonight. He's representing the Darren Reed Memorial Scholarship presented by the First Responders Legacy Scholarship Fund. Tonight's Heroes Night, while it's a day out here to celebrate our current heroes, is also a reminder of heroes that we have lost over the last years, specifically on actually Darren Reed and Lyle Reed. We have to take this time to go ahead and take out those folks and remember, thank you for your help to protect us. Also, we want to thank our heroes that are helping protect us today. Thanks to the heroes by supporting law enforcement, military, fire, and EMS. Thank you with all our hearts from Show High School. Ladies and gentlemen, due to technical difficulties, specifically on the last one, that would be me. Sorry, guys. We're going to try the cheer stunt routine one more time, and hopefully I don't mess it up. Ladies, my fault. Good luck.
Dude, I've had that shit for like so long.
p.m. Grab tickets to the carnival at Nicholas Homestead Elementary tomorrow from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m.
For the Coolidge Bears, but the Shola defense is showing no remorse for him on their offensive side of the ball. I mean, Shola defense has just been keeping him down, and I mean he's been making some great defensive plays for Coolidge too. Just Shola's offense has just really been struggling with their penalties, but I mean the scoreboard shows up for it that even though they've been pulling these penalties, they've still been pulling out the game. I mean, even with the substitution for Colton McGinnis for John Jenkins. I mean, John Jenkins has been throwing excellent passes and making excellent, smart plays down the field, running it in coverage and doing some great handoff work. I mean, just play action work. And Don Ramirez is actually another key player to watch in this game ever since Colton McGinnis went out. I don't know if they're going to bring Colton back in or if they're going to keep Colton out, but they still got him suited up on the sidelines. I don't know if they're going to throw him back in, but Colton McGinnis had a great start to the game, and just about the second and third drive, he just could not keep the hand out of the defensive players for the Coolidge Bears. I mean, just drop after drop pass and swatted down all the time. But the Coolidge Bears really going to have to step up their offense and their defense mostly their offense to get this game to come back. Their defense has been holding the Shola offense fairly well. I mean, it's just hard to stop Weston Kimes' runs up the middle.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's just a powerhouse. And on the subject of Colton McGinnis, we see him right now passing on the sidelines. I do think that he will be coming in with either this quarter or it has to be coming in next quarter in the fourth. Here's another kickoff for Sholo, kicking it off to Coolidge.
Sholo getting ready for their halftime kickoff. Let's start it out with the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it comes to kicking off your college, choose the education. Choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. I mean, MPC provides great classes and all kinds of easy scholarships to grab. I mean, cheap tuition. I mean, just a great community college to go to, and they have 2 locations in the White Mountains, one in Snowflake and one in Sholo.
And here we go with the kickoff right now. John Ramirez with a great kick. Not his best of the night, but a very good one. Oh, that actually was a very good kick.
Coolidge just tries to get the ball on the inside, and they just accidentally run out of bounds.
He ends up taking a little bit too many steps. Couldn't find his balance. Ends up taking steps out of bounds.
Number 15 for the Coolidge Bears, Arredondo. I mean, he tried to keep his foot in bounds so he can run up the lines, but he actually just ran out. I mean, it looks like they're down about the 10 right now. I mean, they're down on the 8, first and 10 on the 8. It's going to be hard to bring it back up the field, first and 10 on the 8. The Sholo defense has really just been hurting them down there real bad. And I mean, it's going to be hard for the Coolidge Bears to get it back up.
Arredondo did look a little flustered on that play there when he stepped out of bounds. I don't think that's what he was aiming to do. But they're now down on their own 8. Let's see what they can do with this much yardage ahead of them.
And they still got their quarterback in, Mr. Ramirez. I mean, he's trying to make it great plays, but he just hadn't been. And they're going to go ahead and do a handoff up the middle and maybe gain a yard or 2 on the play. I mean, it's not looking good. They're going to gain 3 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 7 on the 8-yard line. I mean, actually, I guess if they gain. Yeah, they're gaining some yards, so they're not down on the 8 anymore. They're down on the 11 now. It's going to be, I mean, they're making the drive worth it. I mean, a run for 3 yards against the Sholo defense for them right now is actually pretty swell for what they've been doing. the Shola defense has just been doing great at stopping, but the Coolidge Bears come out and make a good run on that one.
Yeah, that last run was pretty good. You know, starting off this third quarter, it's really good to start off with a play like that. Still, Shola's defense is very, very good tonight. Let's see, another run right down the middle, gaining, looks like about 5 or 6 yards on that one. Just right down the middle, right through the defense, goes for a dive and just tries to get those extra yards, putting that ball down.
I mean, Hunt on that side of the field, I mean, for the Coolidge Bears, Hunt, I mean, he's just been running the ball great and doing swell. I mean, he goes ahead and he pulls off the first down. Another White Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down.
Yeah, the halfbacks on both of these teams are just powerhouses, just pushing through, dodging all these tackles, just breaking them one after the other. It really is pretty
Coolidge
crazy.
with another handoff to Hunt up the middle. Looks like he gets a gain of about 1 or 2 on the play. I mean, not a great gain, but I mean enough to keep the ball moving, just keep the chains moving for the Coolidge Bears is what they've been needing to do. Their passing game hasn't been too strong against the Sholo defense. They've just been kind of shutting down their passing game, breaking through the line real easily, and it looks like the running game's actually coming through fairly strong.
So here we go, Coolidge with their second down or second down.
Second and 9.
Here we go. Let's see what they can do here. Just trying to get this first down again with these runs. And play action, high up pass, number 22. Threw it a little bit too far. Rodriguez just gave it a little bit too much in front of him. 22 could not get up there.
Yeah, number 22, Michael Perez. I mean, just trying to get to the ball, but just couldn't get there in time. And great coverage by number 22 of the Sholo team. I mean, he just kept it down really nice. And that would be Tracy Neff, actually. He's a senior at the Sholo High School. I mean, just making some great coverage on that play right there.
Now 39 for Coolidge. Still got
22, actually. I mean,
they still got 9 more yards to get to that first down. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. They went for play action there. Didn't work too well. They went for the deep pass. Looks like this could be, it's another pass. Getting another tight end on the other side. Right through the defense.
I mean, he's going to pick up a couple yards, but it's not going to be enough for the first down, it looks like.
It's going to be about 4th and 5.
I mean, Arredondo really just, it's going to bring up 4th down, but I mean, Arredondo after that horrible kick return, I mean, just trying to make it out of that play. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and punt off the ball right now to the show.
Here we go, 4th and 4 for Coolidge. Looks like they're just going to have to punt, which Coolidge really hasn't done too much in this quarter. Just keep getting pushed back by this defense, not getting enough yards.
And Dylan Toon back to return the punt. It's a good punt. Dylan can't get quite
lets it bounce. Twice. Blocks the punt.
We're going to go ahead and let the Coolidge touch it, and they're going to be down about, I want to say about the 26, 27-yard line. They're going to be down on the 27-yard line in the third quarter with 9:40 to go. I mean, Sholo really just needs to play a smart game right now. I mean,
They really do. I mean, they got this lead going for them, and they don't want to mess this up and, get a pick 6 on the other team and just have it turn around on them. There we got a 4-touchdown lead. I don't want Sholo to get too cocky here. But yeah, let's see what they're going to do. 1st and 10 for Sholo on their 28.
Looks like we still don't have McGinnis back in play.
There's a run for Weston Kime. He blocks, stiff arms one of them, coming up the left side, and he gets taken out of bounds.
We still got John Jenkinson the quarterback right now. Colton McGinnis still not returning in yet. Colton had a great first 2 drives, but just that drive 3 and 4, just not doing so well on the passing side.
He had the handoffs really good, making really good contact with his halfback or whatever, but these passes just haven't been connecting, and John Jenkins have, and I believe that's why Colton McGinnis hasn't came in. I think Colton McGinnis, he should be coming in pretty sometime soon, trying to divide this up. Colton McGinnis is a big boy. You can see over all these people, all these kids. Here we go, John Jenkins running it through. John Jenkins running it through. Oh my goodness, he will not go down.
It will be enough for the first down. Another White Mountain Auto Glass first down. For a gain of a bunch of yards, making it across the 50 onto the other side of the field. John Jenkins really great job of blocking their stripping those tackles and just really getting up the field.
John Jenkins runs that from their own 35 to Coolidge's 47 or 49. And that's just a great run. Especially for a quarterback, you do not see that often, and that's really just good to see.
John Jenkins is an older, more experienced player than Colton McGinnis. Colton McGinnis is only a sophomore. Just not quite a seasoned player yet. John doing a great job. Another handoff to Weston Kime. He runs to the outside. He gets back.
He hurdles over one. He will not go down. It takes 3 people to get him down. Looks like he's down at about the 40, 45.
I mean, making a great play, and we have 2 players from the Coolidge Bears laying on the field. I mean, just not wanting to get up. I mean, 2 injuries down there. Now they're bringing out the sports medicine team, and they're going to check them out. The Coolidge trainers coming out and checking out the team. We're going to see how that goes.
And maybe on the way out of town, they should go see Summit Healthcare Medical Center.
They're fully staffed in the emergency department and advanced diagnostics department and outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy team. Summit Regional Healthcare Center has everything your athlete needs to get back into the game. I mean, don't forget what you're listening to. This is a Sholo Ford presentation of the high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. I mean, both the Coolidge players are still down. They're getting number 15, Erdonu, which has actually been a key player for the team. He's getting up and limping off the field with some help from the coach. But they still got another player down there on the field, and he's just not getting up.
Yeah, this will not be good for Coolidge at all. 2 players down. Looks like they're both pretty injured. The one on the left, don't know what his number is. We know Erdonu got up. But, I mean, he looks like he's not going to be getting up anytime soon. I mean, this is going to hurt Coolidge by a lot.
I mean, just understand what, I mean, Coolidge is going through 2 players now coming out of the game. This will be the 3rd player now who's not going to probably return for the rest of the game. I mean, he's not getting up. I mean, Sholo lost Chase Avila this past week to an injury, and I mean, you can see with, I mean, the score would be double what it is now. I mean, Chase is a key player to the game and just helps so much. I mean, on both sides of the ball, Chase is just a great player offensively and defensively. Coolidge's team is not coming back from this injury now. I mean, it's just been injury after injury. It seems like the last couple drives for the Coolidge Bears.
Shit, I worked out that fry bread at least.
We see these players now taking a knee. It looks like this could be pretty serious of an injury. Looks like he's fallen down right about the 44-yard line of his own side, and it's just a sad thing, you know. You've got to be a little bit more careful. But I mean, that is a part of football, you know. Getting injured is a part of the game, and it is a risk that you run when you step on the field.
I mean, let's not forget what this game is all about. This game is a fundraising effort to sponsor our first responders and our veterans. I mean, just a great fundraising effort of the game. And both teams, I mean, just coming out and playing their hardest. I mean, showing great tribute. The walkout, I mean, both teams walking out with flags for both sides of the players. I mean, just trying to be a great support to our White Mountain fundraising efforts. I mean, first responders and veterans, they really appreciate what the Sholo team has done for them tonight, and we really appreciate them for what they do for us.
It looks like they're going to have to be bringing their medical team out here. It does seem like a very serious injury. I see one of their medical staff running over, grabbing a bag, which I assume has medical supplies in it. I hope this isn't too serious of an injury. But, you know, it's one of these ones that you can just come back from in a couple weeks and just get right back on the field.
Let's go ahead and take this time to thank Ace Hardware for their 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car and just need a key to replace any hour of the day or night of all week, call Ace Hardware, the helpful place, with 3 locations in Pine Top, Overgarden, and Sholo.
And also, we'd like to thank Beeler Orthodontics. Their slogan, lift a smile, love your smile. Go down there and get your braces, get any orthodontic needs, right past the McDonald's, right past that road.
I mean, let's just go ahead and go through all of our sponsors. Ace Hardware and Pine Top Hebrew and Sholo, Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Little Bluebird Studios. This will be our first time mentioning them, but they're also a great sponsor of iTalk. Demmer Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, the Subway, and Mountain Mobile Auto Glass. I mean, just all great sponsors of making this come to you. They do such a great job of keeping us going and keeping the game coming to you guys for when you can't make it out here.
It does look like more and more people are going to be coming onto the field. The athletic director for Sholo, Mr. Nicholas, is walking around the field, seeing how serious this injury is. Seems to be a crowd forming around this player. This could be a very, very serious injury. We see one of the Sholo coaches speaking to their players, kneeling on the field. You know, it's just one of these things you gotta hope that this isn't a fatal injury, that, you know, this kid could come back and play some more football in a couple weeks' time.
Showing remorse on both sides of the ball. Sholo and Coolidge team are just kneeling down for what has happened to the Coolidge Bears player right now. I mean, just both taking into consideration. I mean, Sholo team really hurting with their injuries, and so is the Coolidge Bears. I mean, all of them right now. I mean, it's just been a hard game for both sides of the ball. I mean, Jared Nelson actually getting hurt this game, limping off the field several times. I mean, just coming back on and limping back off. I mean, he's been doing better, I guess. I mean, he's been back on the field once or twice, but still coming off with a limp. I mean, Jared Nelson, just an outstanding player, outstanding safety for the Sholo Cougars and receiver. I mean, a key player to their team. It'd be horrible if they lost him also. But I mean, you're losing players on both sides of the ball this game. I mean, it's just been a tough, intense game on both sides of the ball for both teams.
And even with this deficit that Sholo has on Coolidge, it still has been a very intense game, because Sholo has had so many penalties called on them with the offsides and just everything, holding and all that. And also with Coolidge, obviously these injuries that we are seeing now. Not sure how Arredondo is doing, not seeing him kneeling on the sideline. I think he's probably stretching out. Still don't know what's going on with the player who's down. I really do hope that he's okay. And also with Sholo, like Dallas mentioned, Jared Nelson getting injured. It's just been one of these games where just so many things are happening. And I think the reason that Sholo's just come up on top is they're just, you know, Weston Connell, and he's just an unstoppable force as a running back. Like, he will just break tackle after tackle after tackle. And it's just been crazy, you know, 3 touchdowns out of the 4 that they've had. And I really do think that Weston Kime is a contender for the Honda Player of the Game.
And an unexpected quarterback change. I mean, John Jenkins really doing a great job as the quarterback for the Sholo Cougars. I mean, you got Colton McGinnis. He's a sophomore in high school. I mean, he's standing about 6'4" right now. I mean, he's a big old kid, playing great quarterback, but he's just not fully seasoned yet. Next year, Colton McGinnis will be one of our top players to look at, and a key player to look at for the team, the Sholo Cougars next year. And I mean, continue on into this year, he's just getting right about there to being a great quarterback. And I mean, everybody has a bad game. In this game, Colton McGinnis has been subbed out for John Jenkins. I mean, John Jenkins has made key out of this play. I mean, he's just been doing great.
And you got to remember, this is a team sport, and I mean, Cole McGinnis is a very good sportsman. I do think that he's, you know, thinking at this time that, like, you know, that he's not stepping up to the plate, and John Jenkins is. And I do think that he will probably get another chance sometime in the 4th quarter or later on this quarter with this deficit that we have. But John Jenkins really has stepped up to the plate and done what he's needed to do for the team with all of his passes, with that one pass to Toon to get that 3rd touchdown, and just the handoffs and just everything that's happened thus far. It's just been absolutely impeccable on Sholo and Coolidge's side. Just Sholo's just been coming up on top, just getting a little bit better than Coolidge's.
Sholo's key point of the game right now is their defense, but I mean, if they could just keep their offense from keeping off the penalties and just keeping the game rolling forward like they have been so far this quarter, I mean, it would be a great time for them. They just, even driving in a further deficit right now would just be great. Sholo's defense just been keeping the Coolidge Bears back. I mean, number 15, the Coolidge is number 15 at Chonda. I mean, he went out with an injury right now. I mean, he's just a great player. I mean, made a couple fatal mistakes in this last quarter, in the last couple minutes. But I mean, just a key player to the team. It's sad to see him go out also. Hopefully he will return by the end of the game.
And earlier we have heard Dallas mention Chase Avila, and he is on the sidelines still supporting his team, repping his jersey. He's just not dressed out. He just has his jersey on. He's just trying to represent the team, trying to support everything that they're doing for everything that they have. Chase Avila is just a really good sport. As you can see, his banners out on the right side by the sidewalk with all the other, with Jake Reedhead, Weston Kimes, and all of them. He really is a powerhouse. Chase Avila is just, it really is a shame that he did get injured, but he will be back within next week, and I think that will make Show Low just that much bit better.
Oh, I was supposed to get 12.
Just as a reminder, you are listening to high school football presented by Show Low Ford on iTalk 106.7 KNKI, Pine Top, Show Low, and on 102.5 Pine Top, Akana Panicki Communication Station. Now we can hear some ambulances coming in. This does seem like a pretty serious injury for Coolidge now. I mean, this is just, you know, a tragedy. I mean, but it is a risk that you run when you're playing football. I mean, when you step on the field, you run the risk of getting an injury. You know, it's a contact sport. I just really hope that he will be able to recover soon.
Jared Nelson, also for the Show Low football team, he has been subbed out now. I mean, he's undressed and he's just sitting on the sidelines because of his injury. But, I mean, just injuries on both sides of the ball. I mean, just trying to make it work. It's been a hard go at the team right now. I mean, just hard go for this team. For both sides of the ball, on both sides of the ball, and for both teams right now. I mean, just injuries on both sides, and it's really showing in the game. I mean, Jared's gone out now, and he's already had an interception and a couple good receives already in the game. I mean, he's been recepting a couple times at the ball, and I mean, it's tough to see him go out, and for the Coolidge Bears to see Arredondo go out, because I mean, he was pulling a good game too. He was one of the key players of the game.
And we just received some intel that the injured player, his name is Michael Vasquez. I mean, I really hope that he can just come back and take this. I really hope he can recover. We see an ambulance coming through on right by the away side, on the visitor side bleachers. I mean, this does seem like a very, very serious injury.
I mean, number 27, Michael Vasquez, I mean, he's just been a key player to the team also. I mean, doing great on defensive and also offensive side of the ball. I mean, he's making some great plays. It's sad to watch him leave in the way he's going to leave. I mean, $20,000 trip in an ambulance is not what we all wanted to see him leaving. And they're bringing in a second ambulance also. I don't know if they're going to haul him off or they're just going to take him over to the side and check him out, but he's still not making any effort to get up off the field.
Yeah, it looks like the paramedics are coming on the field with a stretcher. I mean, this just one of those risks you run playing the game of football.
And the Timber Mesa Fire Department coming out also to help with this. I mean, it's just been a horrific accident here on the Coolidge side. I mean, it's hard to come back after an injury like that, and the whole team's still standing here waiting for him. I mean, best of luck to him getting better and returning in the future.
And here we see them bringing out the full stretcher now to bring Michael Vasquez off the field.
just a tragic accident over here for the Coolidge Bears. But let's all thank Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center with a fully staffed emergency department, advanced diagnostics department, outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy teams. Summit Regional Healthcare Medical Center has everything an athlete needs to get back into the game.
And here we go. We see Michael Vasquez getting taken off the field. Now we're just about ready to resume play. That did take a while. It seemed like it was a very serious injury. He's getting taken out in a stretcher out to the Timber Mesa ambulance. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, just one of those risks you run. Here we go. We see Sholo kind of warming up here, getting ready to, both teams are in a huddle, getting ready to tell what they're about to do. The refs are also speaking in a circle around the ball. It looks like they're all just trying to figure out where to go from here. And here we go. Sholo and Coolidge both returning to play, getting ready to get into formation. Finally returning to play. We got 8:53 left on the clock. Third quarter, 2nd and 6 for Sholo.
All down on the 45. I mean, Sholo resuming on the offense. I mean, really making a great offensive play. I mean, their defense just took the Coolidge Bears out of the game almost. I mean, just really a deficit now, 27-0. And I mean, Sholo coming back on the ball, getting ready to start, and there's the whistle. John Jenkins back for the snap.
And here we go. We're back with the play in the third quarter. And here we go. That James Turner running all the way out. A great run to start off this long deficit that we had in time.
I mean, just another Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down for James Turner. I mean, 1st and 10 now. I mean, Sholo's offense is now just really moving the ball like they needed to do in the first couple of drives that they just weren't getting done. They're down on the 35 now. I mean, getting back into scoring position. John Ramirez has been kicking 45-yard field goals. I mean, they're ready to make some more points on the board if they just don't lose the ball here.
And here comes Weston Kime running through. James Turner got subbed out for Ethan Walker just now. And Weston Kime gets taken down right around the 37-yard line.
I mean, Weston Kime loses 2 yards on the play, but I mean, just a great try. It's going to be 12 and 2nd on the 37-yard line with 8 minutes to go. 27-0 still Cougars up with 3 touchdowns. I mean, just a great offensive strategy here for the Sholo Cougars. They can just keep it moving. Weston Kime with another run.
He will not go down. There's 3 people and he still didn't go down. They had to push him out of bounds.
And still, I mean, he didn't gain any yards on the play, but that Weston Kime, he's just hard to bring down. You can push him out, but it's hard to bring him down.
And I really feel like that last play was just more, it wasn't really more of a try to yardage gain, more of just like a statement that, that we're going to keep running the ball. And, you're not going to stop us. You're not going to take us down.
I'll go ahead and bring us to 3rd down now and 12 on the 37. I mean, the Cougars' running game just starting to die now, and Weston Kime still trying. John Jenkins out with the pass, throws it deep off of Dylan Toon's hands and just isn't going to make the catch. Incomplete catch. That will bring up 4th and 12 on the 37 for the Sholo Cougars.
Here we go, 4th and 12. They're on Coolidge's 37. It looks like they're going to punt. I mean, there's really no other option. Don't see why they would go for it. They have a 4-touchdown deficit that, it'd just be smarter to punt here, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Oh, maybe not. Maybe? I don't know.
John Jenkins coming back with the snap. They're going to go for it. Throws it down. And just ain't going to make the play. Dylan Toon just getting outran by the Coolidge Bears team. I mean, just trying to make it work, but just isn't going to come out for him. I mean, this is going to be a turnover on downs for the Coolidge on the 37, 1st and 10 with 7 minutes left in the game. I mean, just really trying to get it going. Intended receiver was Aaron Viabla and just could not get to the ball.
Here we go, Coolidge getting ready to snap off the ball, see what they can do. They're on their own 37. It's 1st and 10. Let's see what they can do with all this field in front of them.
Rodriguez still in as a quarterback.
Ooh, the play action pass. Looks like Rodriguez trying to run,
Drops
and he
the ball,
slips out the
fumbles the
ball. And he does not
Sholo's
recover.
gonna go
It
ahead
looks like
and recover the
Sholo
ball.
recovers another fumble. Looks like that's the third fumble Sholo has recovered now. I mean, these Coolidge players just they can't seem to hold on to the ball. I mean, they really need to just work on just trying to keep it secure. I mean, that quarterback, he wasn't keeping it toward his body when he was running. I think that's why it slipped out. And, you know, Sholo recovers once again.
Rodriguez losing several plays now. I mean, just fumbles. He's just costing him about 3 plays now with fumbles. But Sholo doing a great job recovering these fumbles and keeping it going. That puts them down now on the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 in the third quarter with 7 minutes to go. I mean, Sholo just really making a great defensive play there.
And here's Sholo with the ball. John Jenkins faking it, and John Jenkins drops it. Let's see what he can do. It looks like John Jenkins recovered it, but we're going to have to see how it goes. Coolidge may have recovered it.
The Coolidge Bears have recovered it on the
recovered the fumble.
Looks like they're down on the 27 now. 1st and 10. Coolidge going the other way. Sholo goes ahead and drops the ball themselves with their quarterback John Jenkins. I mean,
they just reversed the fumble.
I mean, Coolidge is going ahead and making a great start on that one. I mean, just really pushing through that offensive line, which is hard to do.
And Coolidge is back by just about 10 yards than they were before. They're at their own 29. Another 1st and 10. Let's see what they can do once again with all this field in front of them.
Rodriguez back with the snap, looking deep, throws it deep.
Oh, here we go. And number 22, and once again, I mean, he keeps trying to get at that number 22 running up the left side, but the defense is just staying right on him.
Michael Perez, I mean, he's just not getting it all the way to him. I mean, great coverage on the Sholo defense. I mean, just playing stellar defense. Sholo is just keeping Michael Perez down. I mean, down on the 29-yard line, 2nd and 10. The Coolidge Bears trying to make a nice move here with a handoff up the middle to number 10 to Hunt.
Oh, and he does not going down.
He gets quite a bit of yards.
5-10 yards.
I mean, it's going to bring him up 3rd down, so they didn't quite get the 1st down yet, but it's really drawing them close now.
Yeah, that was a run with a gain of 6 there. It's now 3rd and 4. Let's see what Coolidge will do with this. 4 yards ahead of them, trying to get this 1st down.
Rodriguez back with the shotgun snap.
Ooh.
With the handoff back up
defense
to Hunt.
almost jumped the gun there. With another run to Hunt.
For a gain of about 1 now.
Oh, right there, number 33 got brought down to the ground. A Sholo player tried to step over him as he was standing up, and it looked like they had a bit of an exchange, but nothing much happened.
Oh, it's going to bring up 4th and 4 now for the Coolidge Bears. I mean, just not quite getting to where they want to be, but I mean, making some great runs on the play also.
There you go. Looks like there is some tensions rising between Coolidge and Sholo, as we saw with that last play. One of the number 33 on Coolidge came to the ground. Sholo player tried to step over him. It looks like there was a bit of an exchange. Nothing too much happened. And here's the punt with Coolidge.
Dylan Toon back for the
again. Toon.
But Toon's not going to quite get it to him. They're going to go ahead and touch the ball, and that's going to put Sholo down on about the 39-yard line going back. And bring up 1st and 10 on the 39.
Sholo with the 1st and 10 on their own 33. Let's see what they can do with all of this yard in front of them, or this yardage in front of them. They still have a 4-touchdown deficit above Coolidge in the 3rd quarter. They got 5 minutes left. It really just looks like Sholo's just attempting to score and just keep on scoring, just trying to be relentless with this team here.
John Jenkins back with the snap, and there will be a flag on the play now.
Looks like it's offsides on offense.
Sholo moving back some more yards. I mean, these flags and the Sholo team has just been keeping them from putting Coolidge in a bigger hole, which, I mean, it's good for the Coolidge team, but the Sholo team is just having a hard time keeping on their side of the ball. It's going to put them down on the 28 with a 1st and 15 to go with 5 minutes left in the quarter. 27-0 Sholo. There's the snap.
Here's John Jenkins with the long pass to Toon. Oh, he barely hits it with the fingertips.
And Toon just cannot get the ball fast enough. I mean, just would have been an excellent play if it would have got to him, but great defensive work by the Coolidge Bears, keeping it from getting to Dylan Toon on that play. Dylan Toon also is just making a key player out of the Sholo team for all his receiving yards so far. I mean, had a tough part in the first quarter, and now he's just starting to get back into it for the second and third quarter. Dylan Toon doing a great job. And John Jenkins still subbed in as quarterback, and Colton McGinnis has gone out. He's been out since the first quarter, and just trying to make a great comeback for the Coolidge Bears right now. Would be great for them. I mean, just trying to shut out that Sholo defense. It's 2nd and 15 now in the 28. With the snap and a
handoff to Wessekeim, but I mean Coolidge with the blitz, and they're just taking him down, just kept bringing him back more yards, and just looks like there is a bit of a loss there on Sholo.
It's going to be quite a bit of a loss. It's going to be 3rd down now. I mean, Sholo's offense is just slowly declining. The Coolidge Bears now really coming out and trying to stop that Sholo defense. I mean, Sholo's offense has just been having a lot of flags now. And it's going to go ahead and be 3rd and 18 now for the Sholo Cougars. And we're going to try to see what they can get done here with John Jenkins.
Sholo's offense started now, let's say 4 yards behind what they started as at the beginning of this little run here. And
John Jenkins throws it to Jake Reedhead and just cannot make it. Just cannot get the catch. That'll bring up 4th and 18 on the Sholo's 25. I mean, just a tough play there to go ahead and try to turn around on.
Yeah, I noticed Jake Reedhead was running towards their line of scrimmage with that play right there. That could have been very good. Could have ran around and curved around and then came all the way down. Got some good yardage, but just ended up dropping it, ended up on his feet. Is running a bit close to the line there. Here we go with a 4th and 18 for Sholo. They're on their own 25. Looks like they're going to punt it.
Dylan Toon in the back.
Oh,
gets the punt
punter
off.
Fakes around the defense and continues to punt it.
And number 15 with the grab. That'll be Arredondo. He actually went out with an injury earlier in this game, the same time that Michael Vasquez did. I mean, he's come back into the game and just doing stellar. I mean, he's just been a key player so far since he's come back from that injury.
Yeah, Arredondo does seem to be limping very, very slightly, but looks like he's persevering through this. Doing what he needs to do for his team. It looks like he really is trying to step it up. Still 3rd quarter, 4 minutes and 11 seconds left. It's 1st and 10 for Coolidge on their own 44.
Let's not go ahead and forget Beeler Orthodontics. Love to smile and love your smile. Coolidge with the pass, and it's just not going to work. The intended receiver, number 9, it just could not get it in his hands. Just could not get it down the tight end. I mean, just couldn't get it down with the Sholo defense covered him. Aaron Viablo with the nice stop to it.
Yeah, the passing in this game hasn't been too good. I mean, just dropping one after the other on both sides. Just looks like these receivers are just not getting the touches that they want. Or, I mean, the QB is just not getting the receiver to where he wants. It looks like it's a mutual thing.
Snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he's just going to keep driving, but it's just going to, Sholo's defense is just going to go ahead and bring him down. And Sholo's defense has just been working this game. It's been all about the Sholo defense so far. I mean, just really hurting this team and really doing a great job on keeping him back. I mean, Sholo's been doing a great job so far. I mean, Anthony Avila there with the stop. I mean, just really working this team with their defense. I mean, just keeping them back. It's going to be 3rd and 10 on the 44 for the Coolidge Bears with 3.5 minutes left in the quarter. Coolidge really struggling to get to the end zone right now.
The clock is running down as they get ready to snap the ball here. 3rd and 10 on their own 44 still. Steps back, shotgun, a high up pass, and then back to 22 again. And, this Rodriguez, he's just throwing it a little bit too far for 22. And he's just not getting it right to him. I mean, he's just really not dialing it in.
Michael Perez is having a hard time getting to the ball. I mean, it's just been overthrown over his head every time. And it's really making it tough. It's going to bring up 4th and 10 now on the 44. And they're going to go ahead and punt it off now.
And Michael Perez, you know, it really is hard to try to get to this ball, especially when it's thrown in front of you and with the defense right on your tail. It just seems like a very nerve-wracking experience for him, and I feel like that's why he's not getting these completions.
Michael Perez down for the punt. Makes a solid punt out to Dylan Toon, who's not going to catch it. He's just going to go ahead and let it roll. And looks like they're going to be down around about, I would say, about the 26-yard line. It's looking like it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 27-0 Show Low Cougars with about 3 minutes left in the quarter. They're on the 25-yard line for 1st and 10 to go in the 3rd quarter. I mean, Show Low's defense really making the game. Show Low's offense is just not quite showing up yet in the 3rd quarter. I mean, they put up some good points on the board with Weston Kime running some great plays, but ever since we've come back from the injury of Michael Vasquez, I mean, it's just Show Low's offense is just not scoring because the Coolidge Bears defense has just really been shutting them down so far.
And here's Show Low on their own 26 for their 1st and 10. Let's see what they can do. Oh, and there we go. We hand it off, and I can't really tell what the
time goes ahead.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be gained for much. I mean, Weston Kime, number 24, is just starting to get stopped now by the Coolidge Bears defense, which has really picked itself up a lot. I mean, they've really made it a key to play great defense in this game. They were more focused on their offense coming into the game, and now they realize that the only way to stop them is to shut out Show Low's offense. And, I mean, Weston Kime getting about 4 yards on the play and making it second and 6 now on the 30 on their 30, and I mean, Show Low's just having a hard time keeping it moving.
And here we go. John Jacobs running out of the pocket, and he hits it down. Oh, he hits it to Jake Reedhead. Gets down right around the 50-yard line.
And that will go ahead and be another Mountain Mobile Autoglass 1st down. I mean, Jake Reedhead really just making a great play. I mean, Jake Reedhead led the team in receives last year. I mean, just was a great receiver all the way through his sophomore year, and now as a senior, doing just as good as he was last year. Down on the 47 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go with a handoff to Weston Kime. Great blocking by Show Low's offensive line. And Weston Kime still going, and he steps out of bounds, losing his footing. He took a hit that lost his balance a little bit, and he started running out of bounds. That's still a very, very good run. Very good blocking by the offensive line. Down right around the 30-yard.
Great run for Weston Kime for another Mountain Mobile Autoglass 1st down. I mean, Weston Kime has just been going all night. I mean, he is for sure a key contender.
And here we go. Looks like this is James Turner running it, and he gets pushed from the back out of bounds, right around the 7-8 yard line of Coolidge. Very, very close to the touchdown. I call this the red zone.
Mountain Mobile Cougar 1st down again. I mean, Cougars just really making great plays. I mean, just great running play now.
Here's the Show Low Cougars in the red zone. He hits it out to number 21, Ethan Walker. That's his 1st completion of the night, I believe. And that is a great completion. Gets him great yards. Very, very close to the end zone now. I mean, looks like a pretty ugly tackle, but I think he's coming out on top of that one.
I mean, Ethan coming out really close to the goal line now. I mean, they might have got another 1st down here. I don't remember if they were in goal or not. It's going to put him 2nd and 3 now. I mean, 3 yards to go until they score. I mean, it's 2nd and goal with.
And here's James Turner running again, and it looks like he gets through.
It's going to be
a touchdown, James Turner.
Cougar touchdown. Show Low Cougars really making a great running game now. I mean, the Coolidge Bears shut him down for a little bit, but Show Low comes back with James Turner and Ethan Walker's reception. I mean, just making great plays now. I mean, the Coolidge Bears defense shut him out for a little bit, but Show Low wouldn't be shut down for long.
Yeah, it seems like Show Low's really, really playing as a team now. They're really just using teamwork. They're using a lot of their assets. Just on these last couple plays, they ran it twice with Weston. They ran it once with Weston, once with James Turner, or twice with James Turner, and they got a pass with Ethan Walker. It's just very, very good. They just melded together, it felt like, and I feel like it's coming together for Show Low right now.
John Ramirez making another PAT. I mean, the varsity captain soccer player. I mean, he's just making great work on the football field as a kicker. I mean, they're going to go ahead and be able to kick it off again. I mean, he's going to kick it off just like Northland Pioneer College. When it comes to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona.
Yeah, John Ramirez is now 5 for 5 on PATs. I mean, he is a very, very consistent kicker. I mean, he's played soccer for, I know he's played soccer for all of his high school career. You know, he's just a very seasoned kicker, if you could say.
That's going to bring the score up to 34-0 with 1:40 left in the third quarter. I mean, Sholo's offense just had a hard time at the beginning of the drive and just made it work with a great runs with Weston Kime and James Turner. I mean, really making great field advantage on them. Now they're going to go ahead and sit back for the kick with John Ramirez and see how well that goes.
Now, every kick for John Ramirez has been pretty far back in Coolidge's yard, and I mean, here's another one. This one went out of bounds.
Going to go ahead and be out of bounds and give him a flag on the play, but Coolidge still is going to need a little bit more than that to bring the score back up. I mean, it's a pretty big deficit to crawl back out of 34-0 with 1:40 left on the third quarter. I mean, they're going to really have to start making some yards and moving some plays, and their defense is going to have to start stopping the Sholo offense. The Sholo offense is just making some great runs up the field with a couple of great passes in between here and there. I mean, changing it up really well.
And here we go with Coolidge getting set on their own 35 for their 1st and 10. They still have not scored this game. We got 1:40 left in the third quarter. Let's see what they can do.
Ramirez back with the pass. Throws it, almost tipped away, but he catches it with the screen pass to number 15.
Spin move, and he's still up. Gets right around the 41-yard line.
That'll be Coolidge's Arredondo again. I mean, Arredondo went out with an injury, and he's just come back in and just been a key player. I mean, it's going to bring up 2nd down on the 11, but I mean, or not on 11, the 41. I mean, just making a great play there by Arredondo. I mean, just a great screen pass and making the best out of it for 6 yards for 2nd down. I mean, Ramirez still in as quarterback. I mean, he's been doing an all right job. Just if he could just keep the ball in his hands. Back for the shotgun snap.
Here you go,
Here comes Arredondo. Fakes to Arredondo, gives it to Hunt, and Hunt just cannot make any yards on it. He's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage, and maybe for a loss of 1. It's going to bring up 3rd down for them on the 40, or on the 39-yard line now, I believe. I mean, just trying to get the ball moving still. It's going to bring the ball down on the 40, 3rd and 4 still, or 3rd and 5 now. I mean, they got a loss of 1 on the play and just trying to make it the best out of it, just not quite getting there.
Looks like Coolidge is just really trying to figure out what's going to work against this Sholo Cougar defense. I mean, they really are just getting these stops just here and there, and they just have some very, very good defense this game.
Ramirez with the snap, looking back.
Ooh, fake pass.
Throws it deep.
Oh, and 22 catches it, and that is a touchdown for the Bears.
Number 2, Michael Harris. I mean, just a great pass and a touchdown for the Coolidge Bears with 3 seconds left in the third quarter. I mean, Coolidge Bears really coming out on that one and making a great play. That's exactly what they needed to bring the score up.
Now, this could turn the game around for Coolidge. I mean, this score could really motivate the rest of the team to do what they need to do and just take notes from what just happened and just really turn this game around and just lessen this deficit more and more. Now they're only 4 touchdowns away.
I mean, the Coolidge Bears really trying to make it work now. I mean, that was a great pass from Rodriguez to Harris. I mean, just making it work. And now Coolidge, I mean, crawling out of that deficit now. I mean, making their way back up with 3 seconds left in the quarter. I mean, they could make the next 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, but I mean, they're really going to have to keep doing what they just did and really have to motivate the rest of the team to go for it. And the PAT attempt will be by number 20, Chavez. Here comes the snap, and the PAT is good. I mean, it will be 7-34
Oh,
now.
it is not good.
Oh, no good. It kicks too far.
34-6.
34-6. I mean, Sholo had one bad PAT too, where Jake Reed had to drop the ball, and they had to recover it, and Jake drew an interception, a touchdown going into the half. I mean, ended the quarter like that, but I mean, still 6-34. I mean, it's kind of a big deficit to get out of, and the Coolidge Bears are going to have to really try their hardest to get out of it. And let's not forget what tonight is all about. This is the Coolidge Bears and Sholo Cougars. This is a fundraising effort for our first responders and veterans. It's the Sholo's Hero Night, and Coolidge and Sholo both showing great support for our veterans and everything else. and we're going to get ready for the kickoff. When it comes to your kickoff, kick off your college education with the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona, with the Northern Pioneer College. I mean, just doing great for the Show team, and the Coolidge is trying to come back from this deficit.
Well, there is 3 seconds left in the third quarter, and let's just see how Coolidge is gonna, how Sholo's gonna get this kick return. Let's see if they can make anything out of this with these last couple seconds. See if they can get punt return touchdown, maybe. I mean, you never know.
I mean, you got Weston Kime and you got James Turner in the back. I mean, both ready for the kick. I mean, these are great runners and made some great plays. But there's now a flag on the field against Coolidge, moving the ball back, I guess.
Oh, it's on Sholo.
Oh, offsides on
Sholo once again.
Move the ball up, and I mean, Weston Kime and James Turner down there for the for the kick return. I mean, both just key players of the team, and both have a lot of running, and both bigger kids. I mean, hard to bring down, and I mean, they show a lot of it when they run the ball as fullback and as a running back. I mean, but they just unstoppable. But the Coolidge Bears is really coming up from this deficit now with the kickoff.
Here we go, number 20 with the kick on Coolidge.
Chavez with the kick, and it is deep. Weston Kime will be receiving the kick, and he is running up the middle with it.
Let's see what Weston Kime can do with this. I mean, obviously we know that he could break tackles. He is still up. He's going on the right side. He's still up. He is not being brought down.
Weston
He's
Kime
down
breaks
at the 50.
several tackles just to make it to the 50-yard line. I mean, breaking 7 tackles right there just to make it that far. Weston Kime is a key player of the game. I mean, I see him making the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game. I mean, the player of the game is brought to you by Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. For the best selection of hiking, hunting, and fishing camping gear on the mountain, go to the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store south of Pine Top on 260. I mean, Coolidge taking it, or not Coolidge, Sholo taking it down on the 50-yard line now. On 1st and 10 with the start of a new quarter. I mean, 12 minutes for Sholo to keep that lead, 34-6 on the 50-yard line. I mean, 1st and 10, and Sholo just needs to play a smart game, keep the ball moving, and keep the clock going. And with their running game, shouldn't be too hard for them. I mean, they've been playing a great running game with Weston Kime and James Turner, and just doing a great job of keeping them down.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, running on both sides has just been impeccable, but Weston Kime's just been that much better in just breaking tackles and getting through this defense. And the offensive line is really a big part of it. Here's James Turner. He's also been running it very good tonight. He has 1 touchdown.
James Turner going ahead and making another White Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. I mean, just really trucking hard and getting it back to the 40-yard line. I mean, actually, they make it down to the 38. They've gained 12 yards on that play. 1st and 10 for the Cougars with 11 and a half minutes still on the clock. I mean, Cougars really making a great strategy here, trying to get it back to the end zone.
There go the Cougars, play action. Looks like John Jenkins is running the ball up. He is not going down. He's getting pushed back. Looks like they're calling it. Whoa, there's a little bit of extra contact, and looks like that's going to be unnecessary roughness on number 40.
I mean, Coolidge Bears really pushing back John Jenkins there. He just wouldn't go down. For a small kid, I mean, he has great potential. I mean, he's a great quarterback for not being very tall. I mean, he can just keep moving, too. He's the kind of quarterback that can run, throw, catch. I mean, he just will, and he can take a hit. He just won't go down. He's an ideal quarterback when you're playing a bigger team like these guys.
It looks like the referees are going to come speak to Coolidge about their conduct here today. Looks like the team is getting a little bit flustered about how the game's going, and just these calls. I mean, they are valid calls, but from their point of view, they probably feel like the referees are not going their ways, because they're not. You know, they're getting these calls called on them, and they're getting flustered, which shouldn't happen. Just don't make penalties.
I mean, Sholo getting all the way back up. I mean, they're getting around the 30-yard line now, trying to keep the ball moving, and Sholo just still moving the ball on Coolidge, and Coolidge's defense needs to show up and start keeping them back and keep the flags off the field. I mean, the more flags on the field, the less yardage that the Coolidge gets to go for their next drive, and I mean, it's just making it hard on them.
And I can only imagine the referee's frustration with these types of calls. I mean, these unsportsmanlike conducts and stuff. I mean, it must be just very infuriating for these refs having to officiate these games with, you know, people who can't control their anger.
And a timeout was called by the Coolidge Bears, but Show getting back out to the ball. I mean, they had a quick talk with Coach Clough about what their strategy is from here. And I can only imagine what they're thinking. I mean, just keeping the clock going and making sure this deficit keeps going down and keeping the Coolidge Bears from scoring. I mean, the Show defense is really what's been keeping the Coolidge Bears down. And the offense has been doing a great job in this past quarter. I mean, their first couple drives this quarter just weren't too great, and now they're really coming out.
Yeah, Shola really is pulling ahead. I mean, Coolidge got this one score in the third quarter, but they're just, I mean, they're just getting too flustered with everything, and they just need, I feel like Coolidge just needs to calm down, need to take it down a little bit and just play football.
And a handoff to James Turner for quite a bit of gain on the run right up the middle, which will still bring up third down. I mean, they were doing great. It puts the ball down past the 10-yard line and puts them back in scoring position. I mean, Shola Cougars just really showing up this game. It's going to bring them up 2nd and 2 now. I mean, bring up a great drive from James Turner, making 8 yards on the play.
And here we go. Here's a touchdown. Jake Reedhead. This is now, how many touchdowns is this?
We'll bring it up to 46.
6 touchdowns.
Shola really just making a great play out of it. I mean, the Shola Cougars showing up and really trying to keep them down. I mean, just making that deficit even bigger. And Jake Reed had an excellent receiver on both sides of the ball. I mean, excellent safety and receiver. Jake Reed had really showing up this quarter and putting the Coolidge Bears back down in the bigger deficit.
And this really is just, I mean, in the sense of the word, a blowout. I mean, they have just as many touchdowns as Coolidge has points. I mean, it's just, I think Shola has just been staying so much more calm than Coolidge has, and they're just, I mean, they're just, you know, coming out on top.
John Ramirez coming out with the PAT. I mean, just doing a great job for kicking PATs and for kickoff tonight. John Ramirez doing an excellent job.
Yeah, John Ramirez really is, like, he's just a great kicker. Oh, that one is almost blocked, but it is good.
Bring up the score to 41-6 with 10 and a half minutes left in the fourth quarter. I mean, the Coolidge Bears going to have a hard time coming back from this one. Shola just really driving it down to the end zone on this last drive.
I mean, everything's possible. Coolidge still does have a chance. They got 10 minutes left in the game. Coolidge has got to get 5 touchdowns to get close to Sholo's score. I mean, everything's possible, so it could happen. Here's Sholo getting ready for the kickoff here with another Northland Pioneer College. When it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in Arizona, with 2 locations, one in Sholo and one in Snowflake.
And caught by Arredondo. I mean, just making excellent yards at the field, but just not quite enough. Getting to about the 31-yard line, 32-yard line, and just making an excellent run out of what he was given.
Yeah, it looks like Coolidge has really had some pretty good returns this game. Always getting a decent amount of yards on both teams, but I mean, Coolidge has, I think the returns have been a bit better than Sholo's has throughout the game.
bring up 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line in the 4th quarter with 10.5 minutes left. Coolidge really trying to pull out a lead, trying to pull out this deficit now. They're just down 41-6, and they run up the middle with Hunt, and he just gained about 3 yards on the play.
And this Sholo's defense tonight has just been unstoppable. I mean, it's just been, you know, stop after stop, just like only getting a couple yards every run. Coolidge is really going to have to figure out what they need to do to come out on top in this game.
Coolidge bringing up 2nd and 8, getting 2 yards on the play on the 39-yard line with 9 minutes and counting down on the clock in the 4th quarter. I mean, Coolidge is really trying to come back from this. But I mean, both teams are here for a good reason. I mean, they're here to support the veterans and first responders of the White Mountains. I mean, and just doing a great job of bringing in people. I mean, the stadium is just packed. Coolidge back with the snap, throws it deep to number 2 again, and almost intercepted by the Sholo number 32. I mean, just making a great play out of it, just trying to get to the ball fast enough, just couldn't bring it down. Keegan Hillman, I mean, just not bringing it down.
And once again, I mean, Rodriguez is really trying to get these far passes out here on these right and left sides, and it just is not working out for him. I mean, he's tried it multiple times, and none of them have worked. He's either thrown it too far, the defense has been right on the receiver, and it's just become predictable at this point, I feel like. And I don't know, I feel like Rodriguez needs to just step it up.
And the Sholo defense not giving him much time to think about his passes. I mean, they're getting to the line fairly quick. And, oh, man, tipped off the hands of number 2 of Harris on the Bears. I mean, just not quite getting the ball in his hands. But great work from the defense of the Sholo Cougars. Harris took a bad step there and kind of stumbled, and the ball kind of went a little high for him, but just could not make the play.
Yeah, Rodriguez just took that one a bit too high, and it hit off number 2's hands. It bounced out, and just looked like he was pretty heavily guarded, just not exactly on the receiver, but around him. And I feel like that could have played a factor in the quality of the pass.
This will bring up 4th and 8 on the 39 for the Coolidge Bears, getting ready for the punt with not much time left, 9.5 minutes in the 4th quarter to come out of this deficit, and this is not what they needed.
Here's number 2 for the Cougars on the return. Goes out right around the 20-yard line.
Number 2, Keegan Clark for the return. I mean, just let it go out of bounds. He's going to go ahead and put him down for another 1st and 10 Cougar drive. And if they can make the same out of this one as they did the last one, we'll just keep seeing the deficit just keep going lower and lower for the Coolidge Bears. I mean, just having a hard time pulling out right now. And Sholo just making the best out of what they can with their running game. I mean, and the pass with Jake Reedhead. I mean, Jake Reedhead, an excellent receiver, and same with Keegan Clark, doing a great job of what they do best, and that's catching and running the ball for some more first downs.
And here we go, Sholo near the back of their own field. See what they can do with all this field right there and ahead of them. Here's John Jenkins still playing quarterback, and he hits it to number 12, and he's still up. He was held on by the feet, but he is now on the 44 of
great Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. I mean, just another great pass from John Jenkins to Dalen Toon, and Dalen making the best out of the pass, and I mean, moving up. I mean, now they're getting somewhere now. I mean, they're down on the 44-yard line, 1st and 10 with 9 minutes left to go on the clock, just trying to make that deficit go even lower. John Jenkins doing a great job as quarterback. John Jenkins back, takes the run. John Jenkins is going to run it for a gain of about 3 yards for a quarterback that's doing pretty good. I mean, John Jenkins has a bunch of running yards on him.
Yeah, John Jenkins has been running quite a few times this game, and it's been pretty effective. I mean, he's gotten multiple yards, multiple rushing yards as a QB, and that's pretty impressive. And for how big he is, he will not go down.
I mean, it was for a gain of 3. They'll bring up, or for a gain of 2, my bad. They'll bring up 2nd and 8 on the 42-yard line. I mean, Sholo just making it great. Drops back for the pass. He's being rushed, scrambling out of the pocket, throws the ball, gets it down to number 21, Ethan Walker, who keeps going, but there's a flag on the play. I mean, Ethan Walker making a stellar catch right there, and let's see how the flag stands. If not, it will be another Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down.
Like I said at the beginning of the game, I knew Ethan Walker would come back from his incompletions at the beginning, and looks like he's been completing a lot more throughout the second half, and I think he's been playing a lot better game since then.
Everybody is anticipating this flag. It looks like it's going to go ahead and be on the Shola Cougars. Illegal running down the field on the Shola Cougars, which, I mean, they didn't need this, but with the score deficit with 8 minutes left on the clock, it's not hurting them too bad. I mean, it's going to bring them back some. But, I mean, just a horrible accident. I mean, you don't want to see that. You just ran all the way down there, down the field. And now it's going to go ahead and be 2nd and 11 on the 42-yard line. I mean, just making it harder and harder for the Shola Cougars to come back and make that deficit even slower. John Ramirez back for the snap. They're giving down to James Turner, and he's going to go ahead and run.
Through the defense. He gets caught up by the feet, but he's down with a gain of about 5.
It's going to bring up 3rd down, though, for the Shola Cougars. I mean, Shola Cougars really just trying to make it smart and just running good plays. And it's going to bring them up to the 43-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3 on the play. I mean, Shola Cougars just really trying to run that clock down. I mean, 7.5 minutes left. Ain't got much left to worry about. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
Here's John Jenkins with the pass to Weston Kime. Weston Kime is not getting taken down.
Weston Kime.
Ooh, horse collar there. Horse collar on number 2 on Coolidge.
And that's going to bring up another Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down for the Shola Cougars. I mean, if they could just keep the flags at the field, the Coolidge Bears could have had a chance, but at this point it's kind of getting to a bigger lead, and Coolidge is having a hard time stopping the Shola offense anymore. Shola offense is really coming out and showing up.
Yeah, Shola offense really is just stepping up to the game. I mean, on that last touchdown they had, where they had the whole team incorporated, where they, got yards with the run and then got some more yards with the pass and finished it off with another run with James Turner. I mean, I feel like they've really become a better team with this game. I mean, they've just been using more teamwork, and I know by the end of this game they're going to be feeling really good.
It's going to be a 15-yard penalty for the horse collar. I mean, Weston Kime really making a great play, then this making it even better. It's going to put him down on the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 with 7:20 to go left on the clock. I mean, 41-6 is the score now, and a handoff to James Turner, but a fumble, and it looks like the Coolidge Bears are going to recover it and start running back. That'll be number 15, Achondo again. I mean, Achondo going out with an injury, just coming back and making great plays. I mean, really showing up and helping out the Coolidge Bears with this fumble and picking it back up. I mean, James Turner just could not keep the ball in his hands, but that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Coolidge Bears on the 21-yard line. I mean, just really making a great difference now. Coolidge Bears really coming out and playing a good defense and bringing out some fumbles and picking them up. I mean, James Turner a little bit upset about that fumble, but ain't much left he can do about it.
Yeah, I feel Coolidge is playing a lot better defense in this last little bit of the 4th quarter. They really, I feel like they are also coming together as a team on the defensive end and just really trying to get these stops as much as they possibly can.
Here comes the pass. Coolidge Bears throwing a screen pass to number 15, Achondo, who just running up the field. I don't know if he got it, but he's running real close to a White Mountain Autoglass first down. Don't know if he made it. Oh, looks like he made it. Another White Mountain Mobile Glass first down. King Kenner, though, with the stop for the Shola Cougars. I mean, just really helping him out here with this first down with 7 minutes left to go in the quarter.
We got 6 minutes, 50 seconds left with the clock running down. By the second, Coolidge's ball. Looks like another 2 fake passes, and he gets a sack. He gets sacked by number 9, it looks like, number 8. Oh, no, that's number 6, James Turner.
I mean, James Turner messing up with that fumble, but really picking it up with this sack. I mean, really trying hard. He's a great key player to this team and really trying hard. James Turner really making a great player out of himself and really trying to show the Coolidge Bears that he's not going to back down.
I do believe that's why they call him the workman.
I mean, James Turner is a junior in high school. I mean, just a great key player of the Shola Cougars, and I'm really driving this ball back and forth on both sides. of offense and defense. I mean, he's really a key player from both sides. Coolidge dropping back in shotgun position with about 6 minutes left on the clock, 5:50 to be exact. I mean, on the 31-yard line, and there's a flag on the play. Would be second. They were 2nd and 12 to go, and depending on who this is on, it looks like it's going to bring the Coolidge Bears back some more. Another flag for the Coolidge Bears isn't going to help their cause much. So now it's going to be 2nd and 17. I mean, just really hurting them now. 2nd and 17, 41-6 with 5:40 on the clock. I mean, it's just not working out great for them right here in the 4th quarter. Really trying to come back from the Sholos 41-6 lead on them.
Yeah, this is going to work.
It's going to be a handoff to Chano. He's going to run, get a gain of about 5 or 6 yards on that play.
Man, the Sholo defense, I mean, they got a lot of big boys on Sholo, and they just keep taking them down just over and over and over again. They're making a lot better contact on defense than I feel that Coolidge is on these runs. They just they get more of the feet to get them down to the ground.
And Ethan Walker, a key player on both sides, makes a tackle. I mean, it's going to bring down 3rd and 11. I mean, picking up 6 yards in the play is pretty good for him. They're on the 36-yard line now. I mean, working their way back up the field. 3rd and 11 with the snap.
The pass for Rodriguez, and he completes that pass. Number 9.
And it looks like it's going to be enough for a 1st down, bringing him back out to the 41-yard line. Oh, never mind. It's going to bring a 4th and 1 to go. I mean, Keegan Clark with the stop, 4th and 1, bringing up to the 42-yard line with 4:50 left on the clock. I mean, really just hurt the Sholo Cougars with that pass right there. I mean, really trying to dig out of that deficit. Sholo's defense is really key. Has been a really key play to this game right now. I mean, really doing great.
Here we go with Coolidge, about to snap the ball. And here's the snap. Oh, it looks like he's just running it right straight through. Oh my goodness. He almost got 10 yards with that one run. That was a very, very good play.
That's going to be enough for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass 1st down again for the Coolidge Bears. I mean, really trying to make a key with only 4.5 minutes left on the clock. I mean, they're down on the, looks like they're down on about the 51 now. 1st and 10 to go. Coolidge Bears really trying to come back out of this deficit. Ramirez is back in the shotgun position again. Followed up by Hunt behind him as a fullback. And there's the snap. Reaches back.
Screen pass to Dondo. And he tries to truck through, but he had 2 people on him, and he could not get through. That's a gain of about 5. They're now on the 45-yard line. 46-yard line, I'm sorry.
Put him on the 46, 2nd and 6 to go with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. I mean, Coolidge Bears is really, they're not going to have enough time to bring up this deficit, I don't think. But I mean, they're really trying to get back down to that end zone just to make it a little bit less. I mean, make it down to 13-41 into almost drops the ball.
Play action, slips the ball up a little bit, and the defense capitalized on that, and they all got through the offensive line.
And a sack by James Turner. I mean, really trying to make it count, and now that's going to bring him down to 3rd down now. I mean, Sholo really trying to make a play here. I mean, Sholo really just wanted to get back on the ball after that last fumble of theirs, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
James Turner really has been relentless on offense and defense since the 2nd half started. He is, once again, a contender for the Honda Player of the Game.
Coolidge back with the snap. Going for a deep pass now to number 9, and it's completed. And he's going to get all the way down to about the 19-yard line.
Yep,
but a flag
that's
on
a horse
the play.
collar on Sholo. Looks like it could be. But number 9 with 2 great completions in this 4th quarter. Looks like he's really stepping up for his team.
I mean, a flag on the field. I mean, it could go both ways, but Coolidge looks like it's pretty happy about it. I think it's going to be a horse collar play. And I mean, they're really making some way down the field right now. Going to be a horse collar tackle on the Sholo defense, which is really not going to be good for them. It's really going to bring Coolidge back up some yardage, but they have 2 minutes and 45 seconds to come out of this deficit right now. I mean, they're 35 points down, and that's just about impossible for 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. But they're going to go ahead, and Sholo's going to call a timeout. Coach Maxwell and Coach Clough going to go ahead and talk to the team.
We got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I mean, this one really is in the bag. There's no way Coolidge could really come back from this much of a deficit in the span of 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
It brings Coolidge down to 1st and 6. I mean, and they had another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down right there with that catch and that horse collar. But I mean, just trying to get down to the ball. I mean, Coolidge just making great plays back and forth. I mean, let's not forget though, I mean, they got great key quarterback. I mean, he's really trying to pull through for this team, making some excellent passes here in this drive, trying to get down the field. But let's not forget, you're listening to the high school football presented by Show Low Ford on iTalk 106.7, KNKI Pine Top, and Show Low on 102.5 Pine Top, and a communication station for iTalk. And looks like Show Low Ford being a great sponsor for this team, for this station, and keeping this football coming to you.
And here we go with
shuttle pass down to Hunt, and he's going to go up
Hunt
the field.
Is dodging these tackles. He shook one off and kept one on him, and then he got the other number 10 for the Cougars on him, and he is brought down right about the 5-yard line.
Aaron Villalba making the stop there. This is going to bring in 2nd and 5, so they gain a yard on the play. But Hunt really making some good plays. He's really been a key contender for the Coolidge Bears, really running the ball up and down the field on both sides. And I mean, Hunt, just a big old kid, really doing what he's good at and running the ball.
And here we go. They're on the 5-yard line. It's 2nd and 5 here. And we'll see what they can do. He throws a pass out to number 9 again, and he gets taken down. That is a glass-shattering hit.
But it's going to go ahead and be a touchdown. A glass-shattering hit, though, for number 24, Weston Kime. He has several great hits. I mean, another glass-shattering hit. Need like Demers Glass. Need glass for your home or business? Demers Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass at affordable price. Demers Glass. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
And it's now 41-12 here in Show Low. Coolidge down. They are trying to make this deficit a little bit less with every drive that they have. But, yeah, here we go with the PAT for Coolidge. And it's almost blocked. Looks like they're going to get roughing the kicker here for number 37, or 32, sorry.
Makes the field goal anyway, so I get they'll probably decline the field goal here, and they'll go ahead and they'll be kicking it off. It'll be another kickoff here for the Coolidge Bears, another Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it comes to time to kick off your college education, choose a college with the lowest tuition in Arizona. That will be Northern Pioneer College, NPC. With 2:30 back on the clock, I mean, it's making it 13-41. Show Low still up with a pretty good lead. I mean, Show Low's really just keeping this deficit alive, but Coolidge is trying their best to come back out of it, which is, they're doing pretty good for what they were given in the fourth quarter, trying to come back. I mean, they've made some great plays in the fourth quarter, getting ready for the kickoff with their number 20, Chavez. I mean, Chavez has been making some outstanding PATs and some good kicks lately, and really trying to keep this ball going down the field, through the field and the uprights, and just trying to make some excellent plays here and capitalizing on what they need to do. Weston Kime and James Turner back, though, to receive the ball.
And we're getting ready for the kickoff with Coolidge. Pretty far one back there. That's going to be a touchback immediately straight into the end zone. That was a very, very far kick.
That's going to go ahead and put Show Low on the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 with 2:33 left on the clock. 41-13 just score. Show Low Cougars still up with a magnificent lead on the Coolidge Bears.
But here we go. Show Low setting up for the play at the 20-yard line after that touchback. And it looks like they're figuring out what they're going to do. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. They're down at the 20. Now we're just going to see. I wonder if they're going to try to score again just to make this deficit even larger. It could happen, but we don't know. It looks like Cole McGinnis is back out on the field. He hasn't been out here since the first quarter. So this is a new change, a handoff to, I think, Weston Kime it was. Dax Hatch, I'm sorry.
Sholo's bringing in the younger classman. Dax Hatch was actually the carrier. I mean, Sholo just really trying to get the younger players to get some part of this game, and it's looking really great for them. I mean, they got 2 minutes left of the game, and I mean, just trying to make it a good play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11 right now. Get the ball on the 18. 41-13 just score. Sholo winning. The clock winding down past 2 minutes.
Here we go. Sholo setting up in the shotgun formation. Cole McGinnis running out of the pocket out to the right side. He's trying to find a receiver. He cannot find one. It looks like he's getting this pass off, but he could not be completed. He looks like got taken out of bounds. Cole McGinnis still standing strong. Looked like that hit didn't do much to him.
He's going to bring up 3rd and 11 now on the 18 with 1:40 left on the clock. I mean, Colton McGinnis finally back out on the field as a sophomore quarterback. I mean, really trying to make himself a seasoned player, and Colton McGinnis doing really good his last couple games. I mean, as a sophomore, I mean, he stands pretty tall, about 6'4". I mean, Colton McGinnis makes an excellent quarterback with his height, and he has the arm to show it. I mean, just trying to make a great play out of himself.
And that height really is vital for a quarterback. I mean, that's what really sets him off against everyone else, because he can just see over all the linemen. He probably has the best vision. Here we go, a handoff. I think this is Dax Hatch once again. He's getting pushed back a little bit.
Colton McGinnis has actually been subbed out of quarterback. He was subbed out by Brennan Dubler. He's actually a freshman, big freshman, but he makes some outstanding plays, and Sholo's going to go ahead and be 4th and 8 and bring out the punt team. They got Dalen Toon down there to punt the ball down on the 22nd, 4th and 8 with 1:10 left on the clock. I mean, Coolidge really needing to make a comeback here. Sholo's just really coming out for the veterans and first responders this game, what it's all about. I mean, all the proceeds from this game, everything that we've been given is just going to our veterans and first responders.
Here's the punt. There's nobody there to get it. Looks like Sholo's just going to chase it. Ball stopped. They're just going to touch it real quick. Stop the play.
He's going to go ahead and bring it down on the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Coolidge Bears. I mean, 42 seconds left on the clock. Not much left to go from here. The Coolidge Bears ain't really going to make a difference now. I mean, they're too far down now to make a comeback. But I mean, just trying to ease a score with Sholo's younger classmen coming out now. I mean, just a great upcoming class they have. The Sholo Cougars, I mean, just really showing great for their JV and freshman teams. And doing really good for their season also.
Here we go, 1st and 10 on the 43 with Coolidge here. You know, it's 41-13. They're not going to be able to come back from the deficit. I think they are. Oh, and that is a glass-breaking hit. That is incomplete.
By Josh Chatterton, a senior from the Sholo High School. I mean, just a great hit from him. I mean, just a glass-shattering hit. Like Demers Glass, need glass for your home or business. Demers Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. Quality glass at affordable price. Demers Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN to get your glass fixed and repaired or replaced. It's going to bring us to 34 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 10 for the Coolidge Bears. I mean, just too far to come back now, but it'd be great to lower that deficit just a little bit, put on scorecards.
We're now closing in on the end of the 4th quarter. About to be the end of the game. Coolidge is attempting to get this last score, and it looks like just threw that one out just to try to, stop the clock and just try to get a better play the next time. They're now 3rd and 10 still on their 43. Not much they can do here, and just keep trying to get these passes out and trying to get good receivers, good vision.
29 seconds left in the game, 41-13. Coolidge really having a tough time now in their offense. I mean, the Sholo's young upperclassmen have been showing a great defensive game. I mean, Coolidge has been getting worn out and really trying hard, but I mean, they're still trying to bring up that deficit. 3rd and 10. Rodriguez back for the snap. There's your snap. And it's
and he gets right past the offensive line. Here we go. This is number 40 or 20?
This is 10.
Number
Jay
10.
Hunt.
Jay
I
Hunt.
mean, he's been a vital player to the Coolidge Bears. I mean, really making some good yardage for himself and really doing a good job.
Yeah, this Hunt is a really good halfback, but I feel like Sholo's defense has just been a little bit better. Here we go. We have 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. For a short recap of this game, started off very close at the very beginning. Sholo getting 1 touchdown. They gradually just kept gaining and gaining and gaining, and eventually Coolidge just couldn't come back from the deficit. Thank you so much for watching iTalk 106.7. This has been Ethan in Dallas. Thank you.